Hey y'all, happy Thursday evening. Feels like I just saw you guys just a few minutes ago. Sorry, I'm running a little late. Everybody needed something at the last minute. So let's start our fun evening of festivities. Tonight we will be raising money on behalf of the Black and Missing Foundation. Let me tell you a little bit about the foundation, and then I will play my intro and get going. There is a donate button right on your screen. If you can, please feel free. $1 helps no matter what. We're just doing our little part and trying to pay it forward. So let's talk about it. It's important for us to exist because we are the only nonprofit organization that is a voice for an often ignored group. They are ignored by law enforcement, they're ignored by the media, and they're ignored by the community. Our mission states the Black and Missing Foundation Incorporated is a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to bring awareness to missing persons of color, provide vital resources and tools to missing persons' families and friends, and to educate the minority community on personal safety. Black and Missing Foundation was founded in 2008 by experts in the fields of law enforcement and public relations, two vital areas of expertise needed to help bring awareness to and find those missing from our communities. Black and Missing Foundation creates public awareness campaigns for public safety, and provides parents and loved ones of missing persons with a forum for spreading the word of their disappearance with pictures and profiles of missing individuals. Black and Missing Foundation also utilizes a variety of media platforms, including print, television, radio, and social media to help locate those missing. We will read this when we return, but I appreciate you all being here tonight to celebrate the nonsense of Julie. And all the proceeds will be going directly to charity, the Black and Missing Foundation. Thank you once again. Let's go. All right. Let me say hello really quick. I know there's a lot of people going live tonight or are live tonight. You could choose to be anywhere, but I really appreciate you stopping by. We have already raised $283 of the $250 goal. You guys are incredible. We just started. We're 5 minutes in, and we have raised $283 of my $250 goal once again. Thank you all for showing up, supporting, even if you're just stopping by to support the Black and Missing Foundation. You are so appreciated. Hey, Pika. Hey, Butterbutt Bougie Biscuit. Revival, I see you. Why are you bullying her? She ain't Sebastian's found. Do you? Huh? I see you. I see you. Huh? That's the comment. Why you bullying her? She is ain't Sebastian's found. Do you? Okay. Claus, good to see you. Revival, good to see you. Muddy Puddles, hello. CLK. Pointer Lover. Captain Ganja. Duchess. Oh, Duchess. That was I knew that was going to be a rough game. Y'all go check out Duchess's last live she just did. It was a great live stream on a horrific tragedy. Like, just unbelievable. A good outcome as far as the person was found. There was a silver alert, but then because of, like, just crazy story, like absolutely crazy. Hey, Tebow, Catherine, Akira, Thor, your Kiwi mate. You're hiding under your bed in case Julie's publishers see you. Let me explain tonight, too, for those that don't get what we're doing. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Roro. Smiles. Smiles, I hope you're doing okay. A lot of you in the bushes tonight. I know that. Hey, Steph. Nature Rocks. Chocolate. Cynthia, thank you for popping out and saying hello. Terry. Cranky. Sorry, I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Andrea Mama 5. We already met the goal. You guys are amazing. Hey, Allison. We've almost doubled the goal already, and we are 8 minutes in. Holy shit. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for everybody stopping in and donating. Again, just so everybody knows, we are, hey, Kathy 4, hey, Banana Pug, hey, Eastern Girls, Elizabeth Lander, Liberty Farmer, Rondi, Hensley, Pretty Eye, Sean, Jennifer Lynn. Oh, that makes sense, Revival. They were over in BJ's. I saw that in the video we were reviewing earlier. Hey, Auntie M, Cheryl, Janice in Accounting, Perry. Let me get through this really quick. Pixie Starks, Daisy, Duke. Oh, no problem. Daisy Duke, use whatever you want. I have no problem. I'm not a striker or anything like that. Feel free to use anything whatsoever you would like. Hey, New Leaf. I talk shit to the people that talk shit to me, but otherwise, please feel free. PJ Second Chance, Rochelle, Casual Art. Thank you all for joining me. OG Shorty, Larry Chapped. How do I donate under your channel? Chap, there should be a button right there that says, when you go out right under the video, it should say donate. It'll go right to the Black and Missing Foundation. Hey, Rocky. It's a triple the goal kind of night. Absolutely, the good Nunya. It surely is. Hey, Bo. Slim, Stitching. It's good to see you, Stitching. Blondie. Oh, thanks, Chap. You probably already found it before I even got to that. Hey, Mystic. Note to self. And I also put this on other videos. So if you're replaying other videos and didn't happen, if you're watching something else tonight and decide to go watch one of my older videos, this will show up on some of those videos for the next few days. I think I chose like 2 or 3 days. Lady K, thank you for stopping by. Note to self, Janice, not Joplin. Oh, there's a heart right next to the comment box. Ah, that's perfect. There's a heart right there. Okay, right there. Right next to the comment. There you go. Thank you. I didn't. Oh, and StreamYard is going to act up. It's going to act up tonight. That's okay. We got this. Why does my computer hate Julie? I swear, my computer shuts down, or not shuts down, just boots me every time I'm going to review Julie. It only happens with Julie. Julie, what you got going on over there? Hey, Cujo. Okay, let me get back to this really quick. Thank you all for joining me. I truly appreciate you all. We have doubled the goal already. We have doubled the goal. We have raised $561 of the $250 goal. You guys are amazing. It doubled the goal. And we are, what, 11 minutes in? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for those of you that don't know what we're doing tonight or why we are doing this, I'm going to take you on a little stroll in a moment. There's going to be some guests hopefully popping up and talking for a minute or two if they would like to. But Julie Skolnick decided to make a couple comments about how I had until January 2nd, which is today, to remove my videos that go over her public content under the fair use parameters. So I will show you guys that in a little bit. But on behalf of Julie's threats about me having to deal with her publisher and her publisher's big group of attorneys that represent them, you know, because she's writing a book, which we don't talk anything about. The cops are coming. The cops are coming. They're coming to take me away. I'm just joking. But they are really loud. Can you calm it down over there with your sirens? Anywho, on behalf of that and in celebration of my birthday tomorrow, I decided to make something positive out of this whole situation and do our second fundraiser on behalf of the Black and Missing Foundation and in Julie's honor of her ridiculousness. So that is what we are doing. And I hope that any little bit we do can help these charities. That is the goal. Paying it forward. That's it. Kimber, thank you so much for being here. Miss Britt. I did. Oh, gee, she took it down. Hey, Strutter 614. I was cracking up because she was scared. She was yelling at it. Hey, Bree. Holy cow, you guys are amazing. We've almost tripled the goal already. Yes, Lady K, thank you. If you can't afford to donate, it's okay. Hit the like button. It helps. Thank you so much for that. You guys are amazing, truly amazing. Like I said, every little bit helps. That is going to be a thing that we start doing over here once or twice a month, as many times as we see fit. Even if we raise $250 a month towards one of these charities that does so much for some of these organizations or for these situations, missing people, victims, it's giving something back. And we'll rotate through a bunch of different organizations and try to pick out some other ones too. But it's a way of doing something to help others. So, and it goes straight directly to YouTube. It does not come in my possession at all. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is attach a button on the back end to this live stream. They handle everything. They do not take any cut of the donations either. YouTube gets all of it, sends it directly to the charities. Nothing to do with creators. It's the easiest way that we can support these charities. They make it super easy for us and it's incredible. So let me get back into what they do. But we will be doing this. So if you can't donate, I know it's a brand new year, right after the holidays. A lot of people are strapped, but you'll have opportunities to participate later on down the road too. Okay. So a little bit more about the Black and Missing Foundation so everybody knows where this money is going to and their mission, because it's an incredible foundation. I actually dug into it when I was looking for organizations, and I was really impressed with the resources they do offer. So this is their story. For us, it's a calling that was inspired by the disappearance of a young woman from one of our homeless hometowns of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Can you imagine your loved one is missing and the very institutions created to help find them are unresponsive? The radio silence is what the family of 24-year-old Tamika Houston experienced when Tamika vanished from her home in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Tamika's case attracted little to no media coverage among Jennifer Wilbanks, Lacey Peterson, and Natalie Holloway, white women who all went missing around the same time and whose names dominated the mainstream media, while Tamika's family begged news organizations to cover her case. To help even the playing field, we created the Black and Missing Foundation, using our expertise in law enforcement and public media relations to bring awareness to the plight of missing persons of color through public awareness campaigns and a forum for families of the missing to spread the word of their disappearance. With over 240,000 persons of color reported missing every year, there are thousands of Tamika Houstons who are never given a voice, a platform, or a chance to be found. This is why our mission at Black and Missing Foundation to help us find us remains crucial, as victims receive less and less news coverage during a time missing persons cases are increasing. Help us find us. At Black and Missing Foundation, we are committed to removing the barriers and eradicating the stereotypes and narratives surrounding our missing with law enforcement and the media. Our goal is to shine a spotlight on missing persons of color, but it takes all of us, law enforcement, the community, and the media, to help us find us. We can't do it without your support. We call on you to invest in our efforts by making tax-deductible donations to advance our mission and bring awareness to missing people of color through actions like printing flyers, providing financial support for families, as well as victim recovery and burial assistance. Thank you in advance for joining the movement to help us find us. And you can go on their website. I will share it below. Let me do that right quick. Hold on 1 second to show, or so you guys can go look at some of the resources they offer, because I was truly blown away by some of the amazing resources that they do offer to families of missing. Here is, give me 1 second. Okay. Here is the link for you guys to go look at on your own if you would like. Go there. Oh, why did it do that? Hold on, that's not right. For some reason it didn't. What is it doing here? Copy. Let's try it again. It's still not doing it. Thank you, Duchess. It won't do it on my phone. Huh. Ugh, technology in me. All right. So that is a little about the foundation that we will be doing tonight, and it will go on. Thank you so much for everybody that is donating. I appreciate you all. We have already hit, thank you, Duchess, $791 of the $250 goal. You guys are incredible. Thank you all for showing up and supporting this cause. So with that said, let's go into why we're actually here. By the way, it's my birthday tomorrow. I can party like it's my birthday, and I can be a bitch if I want to. It's my birthday. I'm just joking, but I can be. But this is why we are here tonight, because this, my friends, is why I had a deadline of January 2nd. And this, once again, falls under fair use. This is the Julie and her full capacity.
Wait, what? And then I am going to do a live Q&A.
Thank
so
you all.
You can ask questions in the chat.
My birthday is actually tomorrow, but I figured this is the best way of celebrating it is to do something for charity.
But I'm not, Julie is not doing a live Q&A. Me, Julie. That part will be satire comedy, unveiling my newest character.
Uh-oh, no, Julie doesn't have a character, does she? You guys, y'all have a lot going on. You guys do what you need to. There's a lot of people live too. I thank you all for being here. But of course, you guys all have lives. You guys do what you want.
Her name
and what you need to.
Is No Sense.
No sense.
Did you see my thumbnail picture by any chance? Well, No Sense. Let me just introduce you to No Sense, this new character. This No Sense, I guess she's in the true crime community.
No.
I'm not sure what she does. Is that the category? What category would a person who
I'm an asshole on YouTube with a lot of opinions and a good memory,
has no sense, has no creativity, all they do is take other people's lives and videos and their creativity and the fact that they are interesting and have interesting things to say, and shows them, uses their material as her own content under the Fair Use Act.
This is fair use, Julie. It's called commentary. Welcome to YouTube. And we'll give a little history lesson to Julie tonight because we got some laughs to have. But to everybody that has donated this far, once again, I'm blown away. You guys are just incredible. We have raised $851 for the Black and Missing Foundation. You guys are incredible. Thank you, each and every one of you.
But is there to expose all people she deems as chaos creators and exposing, I'm trying to talk like her, exposing all the lies.
Do I talk like that? Exposing. I mean, maybe some days I do.
Bullshit, she says. She's not going to tolerate it. She's going to tell you guys all the things. And
I mean, I do tell you all the things. I mean, she's spot on. I was hopeful she was going to come through with this parody by now, but she hasn't yet.
Not letting it go. So, no sense. Oh, yeah, no sense. She makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much for saying that. Wait, what? She makes a lot of sense on other people's material, including.
By the way, Julie, as of right now, you have made on your behalf, because it's the celebration of me telling you to get kindly effed, you have made the Black and Missing Foundation $896. Thank you, Julie, for your time and effort. Oh, Casual Art says, I feel bad for her. Then she talks no sense. Is that what you wanted me to see? I know. Good, Nunya. It's amazing. They do amazing. It's every time you guys are incredible. Every time you guys show up and do this, and it just blows me away. Truly, we are almost at $900.
You know, when I say material, I mean, you guys come to this chat. You guys come to my live to talk to me.
Oh,
not to watch videos of other YouTube content creators.
Oh,
for hours. So, but I got to look into copywriting my stuff.
Okay.
Because I'm not just sharing my thoughts. I have intellectual property. Because
by the way, speaking of intellectual property, please give a round of applause for my wonderful thumbnail tonight. My wonderful thumbnail of Julie popping out of the cake is courtesy of the beautiful Duchess. I called Duchess when I got off live and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you make me a thumbnail with Julie popping out of a cake? And she came through. So our lovely thumbnail tonight is on behalf of Julie popping out of the cake. On behalf of Duchess. I can't talk.
Because I have intelligence.
Oh, she does.
I don't need to use other people's material, other people's creativity. I do comedy. You know, if you're a comedian, let's say, not that I'm a comedian. I'm not a comedian. But if you were to go out as a comedian and use other people's jokes, right? They could sue you, right? Because it's intellectual property.
Not being sued. I
happen to know a little bit or two about publishing.
Oh, does she?
Not a lot. A little.
Just a little.
Enough to know about intellectual property.
Oh.
And despite YouTube's rules, right? YouTube has a set of rules about what they allow and what they don't allow. However,
Julie plays by her own rules. People, don't forget it.
The government of the United States has its own set of rules for copyrighted material, right? And by the way, when you copy another person's material to claim it as your own, or to me, and using my video, not like talk about me, not pretend to be me, but like literally use my video for hours, getting 4 or 5 times the views, making so much money on my stuff. That's grift.
Julie, by the way, I have grifted again $896 off your name tonight. Shit, I forgot to tag you in it. Thank you, Julie, for allowing us to grift off your name for charity. Thank you. Carry on.
And so what I'm saying is YouTube has its own set of rules. However, in law.
Oh, in law.
And somebody with no sense probably won't understand this.
Definitely don't.
Right?
No.
Somebody who has no sense.
None. Clock it.
Uneducated, uncreative, not creative.
All the things.
Boring, uninteresting.
Boring.
Has to get people. Oh, they're very lonely people, Holly. Very, not just lonely, sad, pathetic.
Oh, are we now?
Losers. Right? You got to be a loser. Oh, I'm Tina Girl. I am talking about a new character that we are going to be doing a live. I have to do it quick because I don't have a lot of time, but a new character that I am showing today. Her name is No Sense. Okay. Her name is No Sense. And she uses other people's material, other people's lives, shows their videos. That's her whole shtick.
Shtick. It's my shtick.
And nothing. Literally, I'm putting on a hat and a shirt. I don't have time for the going all out with wigs and like long black extension nails and like, stuff to make me
those damn nails
look more like them, which God forbid I would ever want to look like them.
Oh,
but I just want to say this.
Say it. Tell us.
If somebody who is like the character I'm about to portray, who wants to use my videos, including very creative, in my opinion, patting myself
scared,
very creative things that I come up with, using my own intellect. There are rights that people who write things, right, who create things, even if it's scripted, right, have protection by law. I know this character I'm about to portray, No Sense. She won't understand it.
No, definitely.
She doesn't know about the law.
Don't.
She doesn't know about publishing. No. She doesn't know about intellectual property.
Sure don't.
Intellectual property extends to multiple things. She doesn't understand copyright. She doesn't understand any of that stuff. But I have.
Can I get the shame finger in there? Can I get the shame finger? Can we get the shame finger at least? Can you give us some effort here? Can we get some effort? I need some hand gestures or something to like make this. I talk with my hands, Julie.
A publisher right now.
I'm disappointed.
I am under contract with a publisher.
Okay.
My publisher has attorneys. Just FYI. I'm not saying anything about it, but my publisher has attorneys. And my publisher has invested time and energy into me because of the book that I've written and is in the editing process. Will be released in the spring. But
I mean, good. Okay. Can we get a round of applause? Here, let's give Julie a round of applause. We're celebrating Julie tonight. We got to give her some round of applause. I mean, what do you want us to do here, Julie? A standing ovation? Like what are we doing here, Julie? The No Sense hasn't landed. The intelligent life form hasn't landed. What are we doing here? This was why we celebrate today.
But also because of me, the person. The author, Julie Skolnick.
Oh, because of her. Oh.
You know what you're talking about based on my professional and personal experience. Thank you. It's the simple things in life. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
I wonder what
You
their
feel bad
own
again?
families think about them doing.
Why do you feel bad again? We've raised $926 for charity. Julie's doing a call-in show. She ain't bothered. Don't feel bad. Julie's living her life over here while we're celebrating. Julie's okay. She'll be okay.
This. I don't know.
Like
if that is their offspring, I don't want to. If that's the apple that fell from the tree,
are you trying to say my parents must be fucked up? Well, look, do you got a day to talk?
I don't want to meet the tree.
I mean, it could be more like sagebrush. Why does it have to be a tree all the time? There's other plants that grow. Why do I have to come from a tree? Can I not come from a cactus?
Or the trees they came from, frankly.
They might be a little prickly too, just like me.
Frankly. They're wasting time. So, yeah, it is. So I'm going to do a Q&A. Okay. And when I do my Q&A, as my new character, No Sense.
Okay.
But before I do it,
I don't wear black rimmed glasses or headbands. Gotta go. I mean, I do have black rimmed glasses. I just never put them on. So, I mean, you can keep those if you would like, but the headband's got to go if you're going to pretend to be me. And you need some extended nails. What do you call them? Extensions? The black nails always trigger people.
This is satire comedy.
Oh, it is.
This is Julie pretending to be a character called No Sense.
Ha 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 ha. Nailed it. You know what was funnier than this? I mean, at least the ones that have come before you gave us something to go with here. Like, you've done nothing. I mean, can you at least pick up the game a little bit and give us a little bit more here? Like, I even danced with a vacuum over the previous insults. This isn't landing. You're not giving me anything. I even danced with a vacuum cleaner. I refaced myself into Mrs. Doubtfire, and it was the funnest shit. You're giving me nothing to work with here, Julie. This original content of yours that you're so creative about isn't giving me anything to work with or even have fun with. It's just boring.
And you guys can you guys can ask me all questions. And as No Sense, I am going to
I mean, better have tried. They've came at me over me getting a procedure and coming home loaded and my child driving home safely because I had a medical procedure. Like, they came for that. They've got me morphed into all sorts of things. There's memes out there. Shout out to Crystal Langford for having me deadlift Kyle while he's planking. That was some of the funniest shit I've seen so far. Like, that was one of the most creative memes that have been made about me and Kyle, truthfully. Like, that actually gave me something. You're giving me nothing here. Nothing, Julie. I need you to pick up the pace. This is funnier shit than what you've given me. Like, do you see this? The only thing she really got wrong is my head don't match my arms. I mean, my facial color and the arms that are lifting. Poor Kyle's up there just planking. You're not even giving people to turn something into a meme over here. Can you give us more? Come on again.
Be a person who says that false things are true and true things are false. You get it? It's like opposite world in their head. You say there's evidence of XYZ.
Okay.
And I say XYZ is a hoax.
Nanya, sorry. Okay, I'll give her the warm-up sesh. This was to see. This was feeling out her audience. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's let her warm up. Okay, this is the warm-up. It's supposed to get funny. Shit. On the edge of our seats. She doesn't she do that though? Doesn't she yell at my friends for a moment and they all fell over last time we watched this? Friends, don't sit on the edge of your seats. We learned last time it was a downhill spiral, and Revival fell on the floor because her leg went numb from sitting on the edge of the seat to get me in check.
Whatever crazy scenario you can come up with that is like completely
What else do I got?
ridiculous, this character will say it's true.
Oh, look at that.
And anything that's absolutely provable,
What else do I got?
they will say, you're spinning a narrative. You're causing chaos, blah, blah, blah. So,
Blah, blah, blah.
yes, let this be a warning.
Okay, warning.
It's
Warning.
not a cease and desist letter at the moment.
A warning.
I haven't talked to my publishers.
Okay.
But I got to tell you this.
It starts off with, I have not talked to my publisher. But this is the warning. Okay, all right. I'm getting this. Duchess, what's this button on here? I'm sure it's entertaining. Let's listen to it.
Bitch, if I said some shit and you looking for apologies, scram, now you bother me. I meant that shit. Ooh, nah, bitch, if I said some shit. Now you calling me an idiot, but you are still not getting it. Yeah. I meant that shit. Every word that I said, bitch.
I mean, sorry, I hit the wrong button, but I meant every bit of that shit. I mean, carry on, Julie. Keep telling us. But chances are, everything I said, I've meant that shit. Call those publishers.
No sense has any friends with sense.
Oh, and by the way, Julie, for you that might not know, that's my beautiful friend Duchess that did that TikTok there. She's one of my friends. She makes really interesting TikToks. You should go watch them. But shout out to Duchess. Her TikToks keep me cracking up. She sends me them and I die every time.
And knows I'm going to be publishing a book with a publisher that has a staff of attorneys who is.
Remember, she hasn't talked to this publisher about this stuff yet. Okay, though. Shh. Be scared. Act like you didn't hear that part that she didn't call her publisher yet.
Is investing money in me, the person, Julie Skolnick, author, and creative person.
Okay.
I mean, there's a whole marketing plan that goes with a book like mine.
Oh,
there's a book tour. There's all kinds of things. I pray to God this will be made into a screenplay for television. That is my goal.
Okay. All right.
All your videos are coming down.
Oh.
All your videos are coming down. You're either going to take them down about me.
Wait. I thought, when did we roll switch here? She's supposedly playing me, remember? This was the warm-up. This was the warm-up, I thought. Did she break character? Because I'm about on the floor.
Voluntarily.
What?
Or you will be forced to take them down and pay a serious penalty to my publishers.
But she hasn't talked to her publishers about this yet. She had not talked to her publisher. Okay. Oh, I forgot it's scripted. Shh, Becky, stop interrupting. Jeez. Be scared.
Because they've invested in me.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now, if you're not worried about it,
I'm not.
You know, there is free speech. Of course there's free speech. But speech is using your own, taking my creativity and using it to make money.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Sure.
You can't sell. Back when in the 80s, we went to concerts, right? And there was always somebody outside the concert who would sell.
It's 2024 and people still go to concerts, Julie. People still doing that, Julie, in the 80s and today still. Yep, that's still happening, just so you know. Uh-huh. Yeah. People still go to concerts. Okay, carry on.
Concert t-shirts that they made, not paying money to the people, to the band who was in the concert, right? There's so many ways that there's graphic artists, you can't steal their graphics that they created. There's artists.
I'm sorry. I have to speed her up. I need stimulation for my brain. This intellectual conversation is tapping me out. I need something. I'm overwhelmed and just got to hear it fast because I can't comprehend as is. She said that. I'm not smart enough.
There's performers. Comedians are artists. The spoken word can be an art form. And you're not allowed to steal people's art. I'm not saying I'm an artist or I am whatever, but I am.
So again, a reminder right quick, just because I like to throw this one in there. She claims that this is her proud work right here. That's her proud works. Satire comedy, Chris Proudfoot, imitator, for entertainment purposes, not facts. That's her stuff I'm stealing from her. Because I reviewed it and said it was very tacky and foul and all the things. Because right now they are parents of missing children that haven't been accused of anything by law enforcement. Just because you have feelings doesn't mean that they are guilty of anything. And we have things in this country called innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And it's not okay to make them into parodies over dislike of a stranger on the internet. That's weird.
A creative person. And I am publishing a book at the moment with a staff of attorneys. And I'm getting a little bit fed up of people making money on showing you might not be violating the laws of YouTube.
Julie, by the way, we have raised $986 of $250 goal for the Black and Missing Foundation. Thank you once again for donating your rant here on behalf of fair use.
But there's a more important law. It's called intellectual property rights. I know you might have to have some intellect to understand intellectual property rights, but as your own, for hours on end, video after video. I wasn't even on YouTube making videos a week. I went on.
So some of you might be asking yourself at this point, what the fuck are you talking about? What book deal? Like, are you making a book on Sebastian? Because some people thought that. So let me clarify what this book deal is about, or let Julie clarify so nobody's confused, because it has nothing to do with what she's talking about and talking all the shit about a parent of a missing child. So it's not something we even talk about or review because that's a separate situation. But here she explains it.
By the way, I put up today, just FYI. This is just FYI. Just because you said about grifting. I put up today my first video. I only have like 5 on YouTube about what my real job, if you want to call job, is right now, which is I'm writing a book, not about having to do with all that was self-published. This is under a publisher.
Okay, cool.
I got a little advance to rewrite, essentially rework with an editor who's lovely. Her name's Lorraine, from the publishing company. The book I had already written 4 times, different ways, because I kept throwing it out, about a true crime, which is also a family memoir. I wasn't in the true crime genre of writing books, but it turns out I put a video out today, and I only have 5. I cannot reveal until 1 month before the publishing of my book, which is scheduled for May of 2025.
Dang it, somebody beat me to it. I was going to take us to, you guys are amazing. Holy shit, you guys are amazing. We're over $1,000 right now. We're over $1,000 we're at 1036 right now. You guys are amazing. Seriously freaking amazing. In 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, you guys have raised over $1,000 for the Black and Missing Foundation. Thank you so much. You guys are truly incredible for that. Thank you for celebrating tonight with us and being here. And even if you stopped by and donated, whatever, even if you hit the like button, just stopped in to get it in, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for all you do. I truly appreciate you guys. In a month's time, 1 month, the Islanders have officially raised $2,300 for charity, for 2 charities already in 1 month since I've hit 10K. And it extends beyond the Islanders too. There's been people in here that don't even care for me, but have stopped by and donated for this fundraiser. I hit 10K about a month ago, and we were able to, a little bit over a month ago, we were able to have our first fundraiser, and this is our second. And you guys already have raised over $2,300 for these 2 organizations. Whether that keeps their lights on for 2 more months, 3 more months, 4 more months, it prints flyers, it helps them provide resources to families, education, safety materials. These 2 organizations in particular, National Center for Exploited and Missing Children and the Black and Missing Foundation, do so much for missing persons and their families in order to keep those families without having to come to social media to raise awareness, because we see what social media does to these families. It is so important to me to watch resources get allocated to the organizations that do help bring media coverage and awareness. And without them, we have a group of people on social media. Now, let me say this, that do incredible awareness. Duchess, Arctic, Chico, the list goes on, Chasing. There's been so many that have recently been sharing out flyers. I could name so many channels, and I see it all the time, different days of the week, people just sharing out random things. That is so important, and that is how awareness should be spread. Factual information, their flyers being shown by people all over. But these foundations right here are so necessary because they're the foundation of so much more help beyond even what social media can provide. And because people aren't really entertained by the facts, they want the juicy story, unfortunately. But it is so important to get these faces out there. So if people see these faces or they know something, they can come forward, they can help. We need more resources allocated to these organizations. This isn't something we just talk about. I'm serious about, there needs to be money spent in these organizations and other organizations like this to help, so families don't have to come to social media unless it's trusted awareness places to ask for help, because help goes into play. Regional Amber Alerts, donated billboards when an Amber Alert goes up, things like that. And all lives matter. All lives deserve to be brought home. Every person deserves to be seen and their stories be told in the proper way. Let me get off my soapbox, but I'm so blown away right now. We have a tiny little channel over here in YouTube comparison. It's a tiny little speck that I've been lucky to be a part of for the last 2.5 years with a community I adore. You guys are so great. Truthfully, Kyle's been sick, so I've been trying to avoid him, and he's just been miserable. And I don't want to get sick. So I've been trying to do as much as I can to occupy myself and occupy the family away from him. The poor guy, I don't want to get sick like that. He's been so sick. But you guys have spent so much time with me this last week with these deep dives, and you come back and it just blows me away. So with that said, thank you all so much for everything you do and being a part of these little communities and these chats and stuff. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
I'm related to, I didn't even know it till 4 years before this. And because it was secretive in the family, I guess. A famous.
I feel so bad too, because Kyle feels so bad. He is trying to be when you're sick and you just don't want anybody around, that's this illness is horrible and it just throbs your head. The poor guy has dealt with so much. So I've just been avoiding staying outside. The kids, I occupy them, go in and out. They're teens, though. They're like, we got other stuff to do. And Kenzie, me and her take shifts usually with them.
New York, Jewish gangster from the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. And the book, I didn't pick the title. My editor picked the title.
By the way, now introducing Julie's sidekick or co-host, the chomping gum. This is when Julie's sidekick, the chomping gum, enters the picture, and it's very miserable for the next couple minutes, but we're almost done. So I know that for some of you, the chewing and the is really hard to bear with, but we don't have much of it. But this is her co-host, the chewing gum.
I wasn't wanting to go with that title, but I'm happy with it now because it's straightforward. It's called The Gangster in the Family. That's the title. But I can't say anything really a lot about it other than I'm writing it and I'm related to this person. So it's written both. And in the course of my.
So how does a gangster and her family have anything to do with me giving commentary to Julie's content that she's doing on a missing child? Unless I'm related to her and that's what she's trying to prevent the world from knowing. Julie, are you my long lost aunt 18 times removed that fell out of the wrong tree? Like you didn't fall out of the prickly little cactus like my family did, but you fell off the wrong tree? Is that what's wrong here? God forbid.
Well, just
that would be my luck. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out eventually I'm related to one of these people. You know that shit, right? You know that's going to happen to me. You know I'm going to find out some way. Somebody's going to do a 23, 24 me, whatever that shit thing is. And I'm going to find out I'm related to one of these, like long lost relative, one of these people. That's what's going to happen eventually to one of us. You know that. It might not be me. It might be one of you. I'm hopeful it's one of you. I'm hopeful I'm not related to any of these people. But one of these days that's going to happen and we're all going to be screwed with it. And I'm going to be like, I'm ripping my cousin.
Go watch the video. You could see. But that's what I've been doing. And that's what I continue to do.
It's our destiny now.
I have a video to post of when I went to Sing Sing prison.
Y'all, Lady K is in the chat. If you want some good laughs, Lady K, I stopped over at Lady K's the other day and she gave me some good laughs. If you want some humorous pushing back on some of the misinformation, go check out Lady K. She is freaking funny. She had me rolling. I popped in there and she's like, ah, shit. Is that really you? It was the funniest thing. But go check her out. She is funny.
There's an update from LE today.
She is fucking funny. Yeah, she is.
What does it say? What is it on? Can I share my screen? What is it on?
And I just happen to have Black Betty and pelvic thrusting stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
Yes, Mo.
I might have been pelvic thrusting around my house to Black Velvet with my AirPods in for a moment in time that day.
What's it on? I'll share my screen and go. Is it on X? Or is it on the Sumner County?
Yes, Harry Potter's beard. That's shit.
I'm going to share my screen and go to, hold on.
Revival?
Hold on.
I just saw that comment.
I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to look for it.
Revival? I think the end of our friendship just happened. I'm just joking too for anybody in the bushes that really thinks I'm being real right now. This is a joke. But Revival just said that she thinks I can't even utter the words. They're not coming out of my mouth right now. I don't think I've ever been so offended. Revival might have been the first person on YouTube to hurt my peepees. Oh my God. Just joking. I scrolled up though, and I'm like, oh my God, no, that's the one person I don't want to be related to. Somebody else can have that. Oh, this one. Oh, the audacity. Just giving Revival shit. Oh, she blacked out. It's a blackout. This is the best look yet. Julie, stay like this. This is the best look yet. Where'd she go? Does she come back? Oh, she does come back. Why? I don't remember her doing this. Oh, it is her screen. Shit. What happened here? Lights out. Lights out. Bye-bye. Okay, Duchess, I'm finding some music. What do we have here? Let's see what music I have. Definitely not. Definitely not. I feel like we needed that.
Looking forward to working with Trump to keep Sumner safe.
I feel like we need that to the entrance of Julie's gum chewing. I feel like that right there. Let me find this spot. Hold on.
Video to post when I went to.
I'm getting creative for a second here because Julie thinks I'm so unintelligent, which I really am. But oh, there's the gum. Okay, ready? Here we go. Introducing Julie's gum. Now, which one was it? This one? I feel like that's the intro for Julie's gum entering the scene. It's about to get intense.
Hold on.
Let's speed her up.
I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to look for it.
Oh. Now this is more like it right here. This is that more. That's given Julie. That right there is given Julie. Let's see what else do I got. No, that's too upbeat. Nope. That's called We Ride. I ain't riding anywhere with Julie. That's called Toe Jam. No, thank you. Nope. Still too upbeat. Reminds me of a go-go dancer, and I don't want to ever picture Julie as a go-go dancer. I mean, come on now. We got this. I don't want to see Julie as a go-go dancer, but Julie did perform today. She did. That just got her in a birthday surprise for me. So hold on. We got to find the right music. We're almost done. I'm almost done torturing you guys. Let's see what else I have. I got Feeling Sleazy. I got Inspector Hector. Which one you guys want? I know you guys are going to say that one. That's going to be the one you guys want, right? Because the dope, dum, 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 that pretty much fits her. That's the one you probably want. Let's just see. Tell me if that's too loud.
Looking forward to working with Trump to keep Sumner safe.
By the way, this song right here is officially, for those that complained about my music last time too, you guys, this is just a fun thing we like to do when we're being goofy. So it's not that serious. We're having fun. This is called the Fruity Nutcracker or something, Fruity Nut Cake, but it's perfect for Julie every time. It's like a repeat. Don't worry, she's behind there somewhere. It's just a blackout. You notice the gum speeding up? It's speeding up. She's getting stressed because she can't find the right button.
Where can I'm just looking for this. Where can I? Hold on, let me see.
There's some periods of really fast gum chewing. He's stressed. It's getting there. That poor gum. That poor gum's being wrecked. Let's speed her up. Can you imagine if someone chewed gum that fast? Julie, Julie sits like this for a little bit. Julie comes back. Anyways, you see, it has nothing to do with me. Her book has nothing to do with me. That's what her book was about. Okay, let's go back.
YouTube, search for my name. I was looking for my videos. The first 5 things that popped up was from this no sense person that I'm going to portray.
Hello. Welcome to No Sense. Oh my God, the first videos that pop up when you search her name are me. Can you imagine the day you would have with that though?
Play that game with somebody else, not me. Don't play that game with me. You're making a big mistake. I'm just telling you. You're making a mistake. Today is Sunday, December 22nd.
I love this.
Today is Sunday, December 22nd. Maybe it's Christmas time. Maybe somebody with no sense might not see it till after Christmas. So I will give them to the 27th. Well, let's see. What's Monday's date? What's Monday after Christmas?
Seriously, once again, a huge thank you to everybody that stopped in, is here tonight, that has donated for this organization. You guys have raised $1,140 as of right now. $1,140. You guys are amazing. Thank you for donating to the Black and Missing Foundation. Seriously, thank you.
It's Christmas on a Wednesday. 627. I will give them to December 30th to remove every single video they have of me that they are making money on currently. Because come January 2nd, when my publisher is back in the office and my editor is back in the office, I'm going to ask them to look into this and tell me.
Hi, publisher and editor. Today is January 2nd. This is my deadline. I officially told her like a week and a half ago, respectfully, get fucked. I'm not taking my videos down because this is called fair use. This is commentary purposes around her public content based off of a missing child. It has nothing to do with her book or anything of the sort. I have never read her book, talked about any of the things. I've played her own words describing it to prove the point that I have nothing to do with her book writing. But I look forward to an email from you. I would love to inform you of what she does as a side hobby.
What they think.
I'm sure she is exactly what your publisher would love to have represent them.
And could they show it to the attorneys and say, is this an infringement on my creative intellectual property? Because I'm a creative person. I don't need other people's material. Right. It's simple things like this. If I wanted to be a time waster, I could easily take all her words and actions and rebuke them with common sense. Of course.
Please do. I would love to have somebody sit there and review me, reviewing them, reviewing me. Stream inceptions are fun for me to watch because I get to review somebody reviewing me, talking shit, and it's fucking funny as hell usually.
See it by today. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give her time.
Because I'm like, yeah, I said that. I did say that. Yep, I said that too. I still mean it.
To take it down. But come January 2nd, it's a business day. This is going to my publisher, and I will let the staff attorneys. Is this a joke? Oh, no, I'm going to be doing a joke in 1 second. I'm going to do a Q&A. This part is real.
Oh,
here.
Shit. You guys, she forgot to tell us when she switched characters and which isn't the parody anymore. They thought she was doing a parody of me.
Nani McPoppins said commentary, it's allowed by law. Correct. But the percentage Nani McPoppins acceptable by YouTube is not necessarily the percentage acceptable under U.S. intellectual property rights. And Nani McPoppins, you may not understand this because you don't come from the world.
You're talking about your book, which is not a discussion, but nothing besides what you said. I've used it to explain what you're doing that has nothing to do with what I commentate on. But carry on.
World of.
I mean, it would be different if I sat up here and read your book on live stream. Like, that's a totally different story. Or did book reviews. I don't do any of that. Your book's not even out.
Creative people who have rights to their things. But it's not for Nani McPoppins to decide this. And it's for YouTube to decide it. And it's not for No Sense to decide it. Or the courts to decide it, essentially. Because there's often times where people say, hey, what I did was fair use.
Well, okay, if you're not shaking in your boots off this, let me catch you up to speed because we've seen this. I don't want to review all of that again, but December 31st, she also had this to say. So I thought you guys would like this too. So if you're not scared and shaking in your boots yet for me, it's December 2nd, and I respectfully still have all of my videos up, and I still haven't talked to her publisher yet. So I'm waiting on that. But she goes on to make some really funny statements in that, which we can go back to. But this is what she said December 31st.
No, like, and I put it on, and Al said, "No, you look stupid," right? Not he didn't say those words. He just said, he goes like, "Yeah, it looks good," like that, and that means it looks stupid. We live the same life. Yeah, we do.
I feel
We
bad
do.
for you.
And we're home New Year's Eve. And guess what? We're home the day before New Year's Eve, and we'll be home the day after New Year's Eve, and every day after that.
That was a scary look.
It's very isolating to be an autism parent. And so it's nice, now that we have
I'm home too, Julie. We're just hanging out over here. I'm a bored housewife.
a community, Alicia. Hi. A community to connect with online. It's very nice. It's a great feeling because you don't have to leave your house. Della, in my opinion, asking Seth or at night
I got your revival.
not to proceed
You mean like Jim Beam, right? Shot of whiskey.
with action
I can do that.
to stop real life threats is like asking someone to drop protection order. It's not okay. Oh yeah. No. I'm glad they're doing it. Listen, I've got
See, a no publisher would be like the book of F's. None left to give. 1 page. It would be a 1-page short form book. No F's to give. The girl who says the F word too much with none left to give. 1 page. 1 line. That's what it would be. My biography.
some issues myself going on with some really terrible I'm not even going to talk about what it is, but it's
Oh, she's got some real terrifying things going on with somebody. Who, for anybody that doesn't know, like I don't go in her chats harassing her. What you see me talk shit to Julie is right here publicly. Like I don't send you guys over there. I don't do any of that shit. Like I'm not doing shit to her. I'm blocked over there. I tried and nothing went through. So they block me before I usually even get to say anything. It's kind of a thing. Like I've been blocked by like 25 channels that I haven't even talked in this year. 2024 was successful for me to be blocked by like 25 channels that I've never even spoken. But if you weren't scared before, you should probably be now. She's got some issues going on with somebody. Not me, but listen to how intense this gets.
it's not good, and it's very upsetting. And
Which is normal.
contacted one of my cousins. I have actually several cousins who are lawyers, and I contacted one in the state where the person is, I guess. And
Shiloh, that gets tricky. So from my understanding with written works like books, like with book reviews, there are people that do them, but there are specific ways like with reading books and stuff that people have to go about it from my understanding. But that's not what we're doing. Like, but I guess there is some interesting stuff for like publishers of books with doing book reviews. I don't know all of it, but I know people read books, but I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I want to say that there were some issues around when the Britney Spears memoir came out with book reviews.
to say what are my options here and things like that. And then I have some other things, but there's some really bad stuff going on. Like it's really difficult to deal with. It's really difficult, and you feel powerless. You feel powerless to do anything. But I'm not going to think about that tonight. And it's so ridiculous. It's so unfair. I'm not hurting them. I never touched them. I never talked about them. I never did anything to them.
What? Ma'am,
difficult to deal with. It's really difficult, and you feel powerless. You feel powerless to do anything. But I'm not going to think about
Who are you talking about? Name names.
that tonight. And it's so ridiculous. It's so unfair. I'm not hurting them. I never touched them. I never did anything to them, and to do that and to make fun of me for defending myself as a mother, it's just mean. But that's not what I talked to my cousin about. It was something much more sinister. So yes, they must go forward with those, because the intimidation is quite real. I mean, do you think the Cajun Navy, when they said we're getting threats, do you think they were lying, or you think they were actually getting threats? They had just searched for another child. He stims with the decks of cards and you have backup cards. Yes. This is my 32-year-old, and he has cerebral palsy. People used to ask me, like, what did kids who were autistic do? What did they do before there was iPads and things like that? And I was like, they used what they had at the time. This is why Spencer wanted a VHS player. So let me tell you what my New Year's resolution is. Julie, my dad, I just want to say to you, I don't know how I got.
Just a reminder right quick of this one little time. I mean, it's to me, again, this didn't bother me because I laughed about it, but she's insulting an entire group of people that have traumatic brain injuries by doing stupid shit like this. So I don't know if it's me that she was talking about with her calling her people and she's so, and I don't know if that's me, but Julie, you're not Miss Nice Person all the time either.
From his disappearance and finding him, okay? This stuff happened months and months before this. They could be prosecuted, as we've gone over. Okay, hold on one second. Let me go. You want me to look over? Am I allowed to? I can't watch Smiley's channel in the middle of it. Or can you? I guess other people watch my lives. The hater channels watch my lives.
And by the way, Terry, I've got what she said to you pulled up. I think that's a good reminder, too, of how nasty she can be.
All I got to do is stop it every 2 minutes and say something stupid. And they can use my content for their content. Oh, my God. Is that the rules of YouTube?
The rules of YouTube.
Literally nonsense. Is that her name?
Yes.
I'm not trying to say anything bad. This is just an actual question.
Julie, just so you know, just an update. The island has raised $1,255 for charity an hour and 12 minutes into this stream. Once again, thank you. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. Thank you for providing a deadline so we had a reason to celebrate and raise money for charity. We appreciate it. Carry on. I'll let you get back to this because you're so nice and sweet all the time.
Has she ever discussed on any of her lives having brain damage or not?
Julie thinks
Real
I have
question.
damage.
I thought someone put in the chat that she discussed having brain damage. And that's why she does the content of other people's. Like all her content is just.
Did you guys know that? Did you guys all know that before I talked about it? Tomorrow is 0. Tomorrow is my birthday. Right? Did you guys know that though? That I've had a traumatic brain injury, truthfully. But she thinks that, yeah, did you guys know that? She said that? A lot of you probably didn't. Yeah, just wait. It's pretty interesting, which I have. But I find this funny, what she does with this, but it's not funny to people who have suffered traumatic brain injuries. A lot of them, I've been really lucky. There's a lot of people that aren't so lucky. It's not a laughing matter here, ma'am. Like, you can laugh at me.
I'm not trying to say anything bad. This is just an actual question. Has she ever discussed on any of her lives having brain damage or not?
I have. Yeah.
Real question.
I have talked about having a TBI way long a time ago, which is fine.
I thought
Fair.
someone put in the chat that she,
And I have a pituitary adenoma, which is called an incidental noma. I've talked about this. Don't care.
discussed having brain damage. And that's why she does the content of other people's. Like all her content is just looking at other people and saying snarky things every few minutes.
You'll see what her point is.
I'm going to find out the rules of YouTube.
Because she takes underhanded slights. This is her being nice, right? I'm very public with what I say about her. She's a jackass. She is a complete jackass. So what goes around comes around. I can handle this shit. But she's doing it to diminish my capacity while claiming that she's an advocate. The irony of this, people don't quite get. She is mocking me for suspecting that I have some sort of diminished capacity because of a brain injury, while claiming that she's an advocate. Advocates, and that's why I will never call myself an advocate. Hell no. I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. But she claims she wrote a book on that too.
How often, how much they have to stop and say something in the middle of just streaming your stuff.
Liza, there's some weird people around, just so you guys know. Like, this is a real thing that I ran into like 2 years ago on this app. Not because of anything I wanted to, but have followed me community to community and seriously write emails to every creator I talk about. There are some weird shit and things that happen that go on. Like, there are people that really dislike me, which is fine. I've called a lot of people out. But there are people that like go give. So anything I've talked about, they know, like, they've been around a while, which is fine. But she's had communication with people that don't like me. That's how she knows this.
In order to not make it like you're using another creator's content for your own.
Perry, I'm so sorry about that. Tracy, by the way, how are you feeling? Are you doing any better? I know you were in the hospital and then home and feeling like shit. If you hear this or in here, I hope you're doing better. So many people have been so sick. There was another one of our islanders that their grandchild ended up with influenza A too. Like, there's some bad shit going on. So to anybody that's been sick, our beautiful Janice in accounting has been sick. Like, a lot of people have. So anybody that's feeling under the weather,
that's not okay.
Hoping y'all feel better.
Right?
We have raised $1,275 for charity.
I'm looking right now.
Slim, that's why I stopped even chatting most places. I'm just over it, truly. Like, I can see him and stuff, which is okay. Like, it happens to all creators, not just me. But, like, I try to coexist in spaces that some other people also coexist, and sometimes it's just not worth it. So there's a lot of chats that I quit even going in and talking to anymore, because it's just like, I could go off, but never mind. Not worth it. And that's to each their own. I'm open for criticism. I just pretty sick. That was the wildest to hear her music.
Well, she's got a short life. She's starting in a minute. Oh no, this was 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. What is she showing here? What is she showing in this thing?
I think we can be done with this one. I don't remember if she says any more about that or not. Let's go back to this one. I think she has more to say.
Got mistook for a troll and block. I don't know, but I want to reiterate that I was never okay. I think you're awesome. I don't know either, Barb. I have no idea. honestly, I do not know. I really don't. And I apologize for that. I really don't know.
Oh, would you apologize for this, I wonder? This was on December 25th, 2024. Actually, let me see if I can do this. Is her chat up? No, she took the chat down off of this one. I don't know if this is edited or not.
Pushed back on things, said things that were right and wrong, right? Because clearly he knows. Like he says, Katie, as the mother, should be shouting this from the rooftops. And he said, well, how do you know she's in she's grieving? First of all, grieving. Did you hear Chris say she's grieving in her own way? Did he say that? Am I wrong? Hi, Jan. Hi, Terry D.
She's gonna have some not so nice things to say to the beautiful Terry Dean here in a moment. She's not paused. Cat just got her tongue. Can we recognize that one more time? She's not paused. Harry just caught her eye. Right here. Yep, I got you, Pika. Thank you.
Okay, Terry Dean says,
Pika, let me know if that's better. If it needs to go down more or if we need to shut it off, we can. You guys tell me. Whatever's comfortable for you guys. Is that better? I turned it way down, like to an 8. You guys tell me when I play her.
I can't understand how you are viewing Chris and Katie that way. I am in similar shoes to you. Don't know how you are, but I have compassion for all 3 parents.
Yeah, you guys, just so you guys know the chat in here, if it ever gets too loud or annoying or you don't want it on, just as if there's a few of you that feel the same way, please tell me and I will adjust it. We don't have to have it. That's not something we have to have. I commentate enough.
Terry D, do you think, let's just say Chris, do you think Chris Proudfoot abused Sebastian in any way? Do you think he's abused him?
It's up over the next couple days. Zero, I can't remember how long I set it for, to be honest. I think I set it up till Saturday. The music is too much for you. You forgot it was playing. Is it better now, Grandma Nini? The music just gives double. Is this more bearable for you, Grandma Nini? You guys tell me. I want you guys are the viewers.
Anyway, was he abusive towards Sebastian? Meaning a legal definition of abuse, right?
Oh my gosh, Slim Shady.
Which could be through endangerment, neglect, physical abuse, psychological abuse. My son's life is unimaginable. Okay. So you relate to me
it does
as an autism parent. I appreciate that. Do you think he was abusive? Chris, I'm talking about. Terry Dean. Do you think Chris was abusive to Sebastian, the stepfather?
And by the way, just so everybody knows too, she's not blocked over here. Like she's not blocked at all over here. She can come and tell me to drop her a link and I would give Julie a link and she could come up here any day. There are some of these people I have no concern. Like they can come click a link any day. They won't. They don't. I would go on their panels if they dropped me a link and explain what I think is foul about what they're doing.
In any way.
Yeah, casual art.
If I see proof of it, I believe it, not based on
I think it's up till Saturday.
Feelings or my interpretation of body language.
I think I set it for 48 hours or
what do you mean? What proof do you not have?
Good night, Allison. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us. Thank you all for being here tonight once again. You're so appreciated.
When when Sebastian, when Chris Proudfoot,
If any of you want to come up too, some of you got the link. You guys can join me too if you'd like.
went on Nancy Grace Show and Smiley's World and other YouTube.
I'm not going to keep this super long, but if you guys want to come up and bullshit for like a half hour too, I can do that too. We can end it out like that tonight. I want to show you what she said to Terry though, and then you guys, I'll open up the chat if you guys want to come up.
YouTube channels and said, I hit Sebastian with a belt because he forgot his belt or something and he lied to me about doing it. Was that abuse?
Terry's amazing.
He's autistic and he has a chromosome, he has a genetic chromosomal condition. He had to wear a chest plate, right?
Terry is
For
incredible with the way she says
how his chest cavity was forming, right? So
Terry is another one from Jump. She always respectfully pushes back. She's always kind and respectful on how she does it. And she was doing it back in Terry Lynn's videos before I even knew who Terry was.
To help with his bones. Do you think hitting a child like that is abuse? Okay, the proof is Chris Proudfoot said it.
Nanya, unfortunately, we've reviewed that stream before and she never does it. She gets thrown off track. I'll show you in just a minute. I'll finish that one. She never does it. She gets upset over a comment and never comes back to it, makes 3 more videos and still hasn't came back to it yet.
Multiple times on multiple places.
I'm still waiting, but my deadline came and went. So I don't know when the question and answer session, I was really looking forward to it. Honestly, you can ask anybody. I was like super excited about somebody doing a parody of me doing a question and answer session because it was going to give me something to laugh about.
Is that abuse?
So
far you've said.
I'm super bummed.
So far, listen.
Terry's always respectful and kind.
Is hitting a child who is not just who is Sebastian.
Revival.
Think about Sebastian. Think about how tall he was, how much he weighed, right? Think about the bone structure he had, the fact that he had to wear a chest plate.
I want you to remember too, while watching this, that this was Christmas Day. This was happening. Julie was doing this on Christmas Day. Granted, she wasn't the only one live. A lot of people go live on holidays. No shade. I'm just saying, like, this is what again was happening for a lot of people on Christmas Day.
The fact that he had to wear the chest plate, the fact that he had,
and that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and that's just a good tell though that it doesn't ever stop for these parents. Like it's been an everyday thing for 10 months. 10 months.
As not just autism, but he also has. He was born with a genetic chromosome, deletion.
Terry, is there one specific, because it goes on, you guys? Wasn't it multiple videos, Terry, that you got addressed into, if I'm remembering correctly, or was it just the one? They were nasty, like nasty. Is there one specific spot?
I don't know if they call it syndrome, condition, whatever it is.
There were so many nasty things. I was just like, ugh.
His autism at level 1 can manifest itself by not having has difficulty with the executive functioning skills. Executive functioning skills.
For those that don't know, Julie has just made up her own interpretation of what she's heard on the internet of his medical conditions. She thinks he is malnourished. She thinks there's a whole lot of things that Julie gets incorrect based off of misinformation. She has built an entire story and narrative of this family based off of misinformation. And she has accused them of heinous things. Heinous things. Her introduction, let me remind you guys of this too. I think I pulled it. Did I not? Oh no, I did. Hold on. I sure as hell did. Okay, Give me 1 second. Her very first live on YouTube was this. Like, and again, people can have whatever views they want to about certain things, but the way she came into this, okay, let me show you right here. Her first live stream was on November 21st, 2024. Here you go. This is one of the comments she made.
Say it on here. I'm not on TikTok anymore. You have what's called where a child is being abused, right? Where you have what's manslaughter, right? Where in the course of abusing a person who's autistic, they lose their life because, okay, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that, Nick.
Well, Nanya, you also got to put in there a TikToker. She's not just a true crime. She's also a TikToker. She's got like 77,000 subs on TikTok. And she spends majority of her time over there doing short videos, which are very hard to watch. Her TikTok content is even harder to watch for me than her YouTube content because she does a lot of what she calls is awareness for autism and uses her adult child as the example that she gives. It's really hard to watch content, and that's saying it nicely. But she also does this type of content over there too.
They lose their lives because
hey Kay.
If Seth is in the chat, let me say something to you. I don't know if you've ever seen my videos before, Seth, but I'm the parent of 2 autistic children. I have 77,000 followers on TikTok. I'm never on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Okay? You could tell by my inexperience here.
I didn't realize she was about to say that the part that I was paying attention to is coming up. Otherwise,
I am your fellow. I'm going to cry.
Yes, the good Anya. And she said she's blocked probably that many already too because she gets so much pushback. She's got a whole Reddit thread dedicated to her too, the good Anya.
It's hard to do with Seth, because I feel so badly for him. Being a parent of an autistic, I have 2 boys, 2 autistic, but they're 20 now.
This was her very first live stream on YouTube. The very first live stream on YouTube. And what she came on here was with pictures of their house showing that they had cameras, in her opinion, installed after Sebastian went missing. She thought she had breaking news in these photos of cameras on their home that were knowingly taken after he went missing. And it was a huge clusterfuck of ridiculousness like this.
Seth, the whole autism community, I mean, I can't speak for everyone in the world, but on TikTok, because I'm connected with lots of parents, who participated in the 6-month anniversary of Sebastian going missing. We held our own prayer vigil for him for parents of autistic children.
And again, just so everybody knows, I think I've been more than fair. You guys some of you might not have seen my coverage of her, but I have actually given her so much grace and empathy about having caregiver burnout and all the things like this really happens. Caregiver burnout is a real thing, but there's no excuse for her actions of what she has came on here. Like, I don't care about what she said to me. I do care about what she said to Terry, which we're going to get back to. But like, she came in swinging at Chris and Katie, swinging and doing parodies of missing children, and has said horrific things based on misinformation about that family. It is horrifying.
Creators who are also autism parent creators who have 1 million followers, 200,000 followers, and we prayed. Mama Marissa was there. A lot of your friends were on.
And by the way, so far she's been on Crime Time Buzz's panel and now Brooks' panel. She went on Brooks's panel the other day from Crime Lines and Lies.
On it. And we are behind you 1,000% and have been from the start. We are here to lift you up and hold you up as our fellow autism parent. I keep saying profound because I talk about profound autism a lot. Forgive me. I'm nervous too. But we love you, and it is the worst case scenario what he's going through. This man, this father, this loving, caring autism parent. It is not easy to be an autism parent. And he was kind and gentle And he knew what Sebastian wanted. I have followed this case. I heard you talk about Sebastian and the snacks that he liked, right? You said he liked granola.
She also, at this point in time, oh God, the things she has said and done. Oh, the list is so freaking long. Yeah, let me just hit the button because I'm going to go off if I do.
Granola bars or something like that. And like, you would always have granola bars in your house. I mean,
she's called Sumner County over 3 times on live stream. She has written the DA, called the DA's office. She's made a petition about Sumner County on behalf of these 5 CPS reports. She was asked to take it down by a middleman between Seth and Tony and somebody they connect with, supposedly, to take the petition down, going against Sumner County and the 5 CPS reports. She is in way over her head, like way over her head. Oh, that's right. She knows this case and has been following it so long that she also did a live stream. She took down the live stream, but claimed that on the very first day they sold their home, bought her boyfriend, Katie sold their home, bought their boyfriend a bike. And this was based off of her other friend who had been following this on TikTok all along. That they sold the home day 1, bought her boyfriend a motorcycle, and moved out of state. That's exactly what the misinformation has created in this case. They say they have followed it from day 1, and that is what they think is real in this case.
That's what we do. We like, our kids have very limited interests. And if you love your child, you're there, right? For them. And so I want to say all of us are here for you, Seth. All autism parents are praying for you. We are here for you. We are here to lift you up. It's so tragic. Okay. But please try not to think, maybe I don't even want to go into this stuff about, but it does happen more free.
I just saw the little button. We have 29 hours left. I think I can extend it too on the fundraiser. I think I can extend it too. So we've got 29 hours. So what does that take us into? All day Friday, tomorrow night. I can probably extend it out to Saturday. That's what I should do.
Frequently than anybody wants to face.
Late last night.
That
tomorrow night I could do.
Autistic children end up losing their lives.
Without another 24.
Way too frequently at the hands of a caregiver, let's say. Because of abuse.
You know what? I wonder if I could extend it out an entire week and let it just sit on these videos. Why not? Can you do that? Does anybody know? I'll have to look it up, but I wonder if I can just create it and let it sit up for a week on these videos, because you have to go in and select the videos. So why couldn't it just sit on this video for a week? I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll try to extend it out though. I just thought of that.
Use because of neglect, because of sometimes it happens because a parent is, let's say, if you have a child like Spencer, who's profoundly autistic, will need care for the rest of his life, and the parent gets old, right? And the child has lived with them now, they're in their 40s, the parent is elderly, they think they get sick, they think they're gonna go. And what ends up happening is the parent gets these crazy thoughts in their head and thinks the child would be better off. You know, they're not a child anymore, they're now in their 40s or something like that. And they think, you know, it's better they come with me. So they, you know, end up taking they want to die, but they don't want to leave the child, you know, or they know they're going to die. They don't want to leave their child. So they take that. It's tragic. It's tragic. It's really tragic. And it's because we don't have enough help or services or resources for autism families. Okay. Boom. I'm done with that part. So my interest in this case, Seth, is because I'm an autism parent and I'm a creator on TikTok where I talk about autism. So
I think I just extended it out a week. So it should remain on this video for a week. Hopefully it'll update. We'll just keep a watch and see what happens. I've never done that, but why not try it?
What happened? I started looking at the case, and I've made like 48 videos. They're on TikTok. I'm going to transfer them all to YouTube, where I've talked about my own theories about the case and things that I need to tell Seth too. But a lot of things that really disturbed me about this, you know, and why I felt like the Proudfoots were.
Sorry, I've watched all this. We actually streamed this the first night she came live on this. So I've already watched this, and I'm just like, I can tell some of you guys this is the first time seeing her first entrance. Yeah, just wait. We're going to go back to what she said to Terry. But this was her first live stream, just so people are aware.
Deceptive, in my opinion.
She made a whole series on TikTok about the deception language patterns and like tried to map out the pauses in a video that she screen recorded from a uploaded video to social media by Nancy Grace's team. She did a whole series, and that's what caused her to come over here along with these pictures. Like, it's a whole thing with her.
To an extreme degree. The fact of the matter is that there couldn't be a worse type of step parent for.
Oh, shit, I didn't even see these. Let me see. Miss Aries and Lone Wolf Spirit, thank you for becoming members. I didn't even see that. Sorry. Thank you guys for becoming members tonight. Welcome to the Cabana. I didn't know you could do that. Interesting.
Sebastian than a person like Chris Proudfoot.
Thank you.
Who would have no tolerance, who would think that he could discipline the autism out of Sebastian. There's no cure for autism, and it isn't being hit with a belt.
And unfortunately, no matter what people's views are on the belt incident, in my opinion, again, it starts with a lot of difference in parenting styles. I don't agree with it personally. I do not agree with that. But a lot of people come from the generation, spare the rod, spoil the child. A lot of people believe a one-time pop on the butt with a belt is nothing. And it's generational, and it's turned into this horrific situation that has now been a beating, a whipping, all of these things. Again, I personally don't agree with it, but I also don't think that it's to the level that they've made it out to be. And it was previously before he was diagnosed with autism. Not that that makes it any different. It is, you know, my own personal beliefs, but a lot of this comes from personal beliefs and some of the people I've heard have the biggest issue with this situation, the one-time pop on the belt, proudly proclaim that they spank their children. Like, it's wild to me to see how people's perception of that one incident has directed a lot of people's hatred in this case, which I get. Like, I personally disagree with it too, but it's just crazy.
Or hurt, or belittled, or called names. The way he treated Sebastian is pure evil. And I believe both he and Katie, in my opinion, should already be in jail for child abuse of Sebastian.
Okay.
Because they abused him emotionally and physically. They neglected him. And for what they did before he went missing, I'm talking about. They should be in jail. Not from when he went missing. I'm talking about they should already be in jail for before all that they put that child through.
I mean, again, this is where she thinks things are at today because of misinformation. I'm going back to this, but that was her first live.
Have to do with things like time management, organization. You are basing all of this hatred on one.
This is back to when she's scolding Terry. Sorry, not to give you whiplash.
Pop on the butt. As he stated, did you hear what his father said about the incidents in his care? Autism parenting can be extremely difficult. Okay, so the answer is you don't think hitting Sebastian, hitting him with a belt, you think it was okay to hit him with a belt, given his conditions, given his
she obviously missed the dog pulling over incident, like a lot of the incidents. And again, not trying to compare apples to apples. Like, people have their feelings and strong opinions on stuff that happened previously that other people have talked about. But she's based all of her hatred, and it's pure hatred for this family, based on misinformation and or amplified details that have really like happened years before this incident occurred of him going missing.
You know, they said he had fluid in his head. He had chromosomal
Might not play a role in this whatsoever.
deletion condition. He had to wear a chest plate because of the development of his bones. The fact that he weighed a fraction of what his stepfather weighed. And the fact.
But you just heard her in her very first live stream talk to Seth about the snacks that he liked to eat. Again, it's ramblings.
That he was being hit for something that could very well have been a manifestation of his disability, which is autism. And children at level 1, I have both.
Right.
I have a level 1 child and I have a profoundly autistic child.
Liza, thank you for saying that, truly, because that's how I feel. Like, I don't know these people to really honestly have an opinion. I just think what's been done to both sides, and it just gets worse and worse on the daily, is horrifying. Like, it has become open season to go full on real life as far as they can go on this family of missing children, or a missing child, teenager. And it just continues to happen to family after family, victim after victim.
Can have problems with organization, time management, hygiene, things like that. Executive functioning skills. So he got in trouble, potentially, for forgetting a belt, right? That's pretty damn serious, I guess. Right?
Terry is always respectful too. I want to point that out so many times.
I asked you, do you think hitting that child with a belt, my opinions are not relevant?
She's fed up. She is fed up, but she's still pissed off.
Corporal punishment is alive and legal in Tennessee. Schools, special needs, unfortunately, I know this intimately. Okay.
Unfortunately,
it is also a crime to abuse children, right? Not all hitting is the same, right?
Terry is speaking from a place of understanding, awareness, knowledge. Like, she's not just shooting at the hip trying to create shit here.
Using an implement like a belt, like a leather belt, on a child with a fragile condition, behaving in a way that is a manifestation of his disability. If you can't say that is abuse, you are a child abuser apologist. And I would be very concerned about your autistic son living with you, frankly.
This right here, so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Julie is so good about how she talks and advocates and what she says. Like, or Julie, Jesus, sorry, Terry. Goodness, slap me now. I just said Julie instead of Terry. Terry is always so kind. Yeah, you can slap me. I just said Julie instead of you.
If you don't know that that is abuse, because go to any court. You're twisted, dude. You are twisted. Please block him, somebody. Sandy. He's a child abuser apologist. He believes in child abusing. He believes in abusing autistic kids. Do you see how far these people will do a backbend to try to get their point?
And that is not even remotely who Terry is. Not even remotely a shred of what would describe Terry. But she calls her a child abuse apologist.
Apologize for child abusers? He can't say that hitting an autistic child for behaving in a way that is a manifestation of...
Pika, is that actually you? Is that our Pika? You don't have to turn your camera on. Just type in the chat if that's actually you, please. Can you do that while you're on panel? Okay. I'm just making sure because I didn't see you in the chat. Okay. Adding you to stage now. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. So, locking your child outside and videoing them through the window and then exploiting his meltdowns online, but that's not abuse, right? Is that's not abuse though, right?
Well, that's why she's got a whole Reddit thread, I guess, because of stuff like that. But I don't like to do that. You know that. So
I know, and I know.
I
Mm.
know. I know. It's public content though. That's what I'm saying is we don't do any of that. Like we don't review those videos. We don't go over anything like that of hers. But she posts that stuff publicly all the time. She's bringing it into her YouTube channel now too. And it's like, please stop doing that. Like the children cannot consent. But the very things she's having problems with, she's been doing publicly. Like not,
Absolutely.
I'm not a pop on the butt with the belt, but the very things like she's condemning these parents for, she is also displaying some things that people disagree with.
Very concerning things. Yeah.
And that is not a dog whistle, anybody either. Please stay out of it and mind
Absolutely
our
not.
business. Okay. Just got to say that because they'll say, look it, they're trying to do. No, we're not. Not even remotely. Go ahead, Pika. Sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
No, I know. I know. It's a rough situation.
She speaks on this case like she knows this family, like she's lived in that house. She knows nothing about these people.
Yeah.
For her to say that Chris was this, like demon parent or horribly abusive parent, because he popped him with a belt once.
Yeah.
She's ignoring all of the stories that Seth told about what he did, though.
Right.
She's deliberately being willfully ignorant. And yeah. Mm.
I know. That's what I'm like. People think reviewing her is pointless. Like people have said, like reviewing her is pointless. Do you know what she is doing to families of missing children? I know that it has that cause and effect, that getting out, you review them, they get some promotion, but people need to understand that this is the lengths people are going to on these families.
Oh, absolutely.
Ignore it and think it's going to go away, because think of all the people just in this case that have started channels or changed their channel to this, like that do this they have not had a breathing, like a moment to take a breath with social media tearing them apart for 10 months.
And I couldn't imagine. I can't even imagine. People want to holler that, why doesn't Katie speak out more? Do you know that she is probably so broken she can't even find the words to speak?
Right.
Because if it was me, I'd be like shaking and rocking back and forth in a padded room. Right. With a straight jacket on. I would have lost my complete fucking mind.
Same.
I mean, thank God she has Chris to help support her. And I'll say it again, people better be glad Chris was raised right. Because I know a lot of people that wouldn't be handling this as well as he is.
That's right. Ooh, Harry Potter. Terry makes a great point. She is also harming the severe autism community too. We protect our children's dignity. Oof. You guys are spot on. I would literally die if someone filmed my meltdowns and posted them online. And that's not a joke, like straight up. Like we talk about mental illness and the need to normalize people's discussions about it, because so many people need to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to struggle.
She has even said that the other twin, who is a level 1, has expressed he doesn't want to be on her videos. So you see what I'm saying? Like, one of her children has said, no, this is not right. I don't feel comfortable. So she's putting the one that doesn't have the ability to express that on there. That's
yes.
the problem.
Those are waters that and meanwhile having the boldest claims to make about Chris and Katie. Meanwhile, like, that's the thing, is it's becoming dangerous territory, and that's the shit we don't talk about. Like, that's the shit I don't bring up. I don't review intentionally. Like, I try to skip when he's on there. That's a great point, though. Like, you make a very valid point, and that's the things, is like, these things are happening right in front of our eyes. Do we just turn a blind eye to them and don't go there? But at some point in time, again, this is where we need people to identify what's not, like, this shit is not okay to do to families at all. Our own, others, like, not okay to do. We need awareness, not exploitation.
Yeah.
It's so hard for parents. There's so many hard decisions that people have to make being parents of kids with any type of special needs or medical complexities. This isn't normal behavior to kick a family. Like, I think a lot of people's worst fear is their child walking out the door if they have special needs, or like getting lost. Or I know so many people have that fear of being in shoes like this, doing everything you can do, even if you try everything, having normal life issues, but still, and you can still have issues that happen. Normalizing our challenges does not have to include exploitation. That's so perfectly stated. Okay, you want to sit up here and review this with me?
Yeah. I'm on mute.
Okay, I'm gonna tell me if you want me to pause. You know the drill.
Other disability, given he has a fragile condition, he has chromosomal deletion, he's autistic, he's wearing a chest plate for the way his chest.
Y'all, can we just give it up for our beautiful Pika for a moment? Because Pika don't come on panels like at all. Pika is not a panel girl at all. She's not a panel girly. She is a chat superstar, like the best in the chat I've ever seen. Like, she can keep shit on point. It's incredible. But this is her second time on panel, so if she pops on panel, she's got some shit to say. She's muted right now, so she's got nothing to say. But Pika's amazing, truly amazing.
Chest, I don't know if it's concaving or whatever. Yeah, a bruise on their neck. I mean, this guy was a pop. He just called it a pop. And I know this intimately. That guy, whoever he is, Terry Dean, I don't know. Is Terry Bowersock's middle name Dean? I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's not. But
and of course, there they go instantly.
Is Terry's problem is he doesn't know what abuse.
And like, instantly, I mean, I'm not going to get caught up on all of this. There's so much here to unpack. But just, how dare you say something in my chat that goes against what I think?
Abuse is. Therefore, I am concerned about his 20-year-old profoundly autistic child, which I question if he has one. But let's just pretend for a second he did. He doesn't know that's abuse? Talk to the judge, Terry, when they bring you.
Once again, doing the whole thing about Terry's child. I wonder if they're okay doing exactly what we don't do. We will never, like, oh, shit. Makes me so mad.
And ask the judge if it's abuse. Talk to the Sebastian's teachers. When a child feels
right?
Like the hitting of them has gone so far that they tell their teachers they feel like they're being abused, you don't think it requires any self-reflection at that moment?
Slim, I gave a lot of grace to this woman. The chat was actually getting angry with me a few times because I was giving her so much grace, because I was like, caregiver burnout's real. This is real. That's real. Like, it's like this all the time. She's like this all the time.
Maybe I went a little too far. No, never. So they don't apologize for anything. Everything they do is justified and okay, and blame the victim. Sebastian.
So because Terry's comment goes against what she thinks, then it's diminished. And the instant, if you look back to when I'll go back to that and show, I don't know if Nunya's still here, but I'll show Nunya how she doesn't get back to it. She gets her feelings hurt over one comment. The irony of this, she went on and cried for days on end after Casey's comment, Casey with the heart, her comment. She went on and cried and cried and cried, the victim, and then turns around and does this. The irony of it all.
Sebastian deserved what he got because he lied, right? It's abuse. It is abuse. Stop the bullshit about we don't support.
Yes.
It's just about Team Sebastian. The people who are pushing this narrative, like this guy Terry who comes in here, who's a Proudfoot apologist, who's a
Slim, I'm not joking when I say it's a roller coaster. She goes from this to crying to these over the top, like thinking she's hysterical fits. Like it's a roller coaster.
child abuser apologist, like all the other creators who are supporting the Proudfoots. They are child abuse apologists. These are people currently supporting. Forget about the disappearance of Sebastian and what possible involvement or not they had. We have to agree that he was.
Carrie, did you correct her on your gender? Her freaking chat isn't up. So I figured you probably did. I think she's doing that intentional. I think she does it again too. I've watched this, but I can't remember. But I think she acknowledges something about it.
Abused. And if you say he wasn't
I
abused,
can't remember.
you don't know what child abuse is. You don't know what child abuse is. Because that child was abused in so many ways. And when those reports come out, based on my own experience as a teacher, having to have been a mandatory reporter for child abuse, in every single case where
she knew well enough to take that chat off there, though, because not only was she going after Terry, the chat was going after Terry, like saying foul shit, like foul shit to Terry. And Terry was still holding her own, just being respectful as hell.
We had that in our school, and we had, unfortunately, in the years I was teaching, way too many that I would ever want to think about. It always was worse. And that's why I said in another live, we all know that, and anyone doesn't know that. I support Seth Rogers. I stand by Seth Rogers, and we need to say that. Don't fall for their bullshit. Don't fall for this. They want people not to support
pause.
Seth.
Pause.
Because they see supporting Seth, a loving autism parent who has been searching.
She supports Seth, but she doesn't know Seth. She has no clue who this man is. She won't even recognize, she won't even. She is so one-sided. She's not even willing to see some of the disgusting things that he has said about his own son. His team and the people that he has surrounded himself with have put out some of the most disgusting things and pushed some of the most disgusting narratives.
One example I could give of that right quick is when Betty allowed the caller to call in the other day and claim that Seth and Chris both over-sexualized women in front of Sebastian.
Yes. They pick and choose what they want to hear. And that's not being an advocate for anybody, but yourself and your own numbers that you're looking at that you want to get.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, I'm on mute because I'm getting mad as hell.
Yeah, no, this was bad. This was a lot of people. Yeah, this was bad. Real bad.
For his child and is completely wrecked.
I've been saving it to come over and review because we said right away when she did that one live stream and then cried for it, we talked about it like right away that we were going to do, oh, we got a deadline. We're going to do a fundraiser. And I've been trying not to review her because holy shit, it's so much to unpack with her every time.
Over his disappearance, emotionally wrecked. They're power trippers. Yes. Oh my God. The VPEJ said, CP and KPR power trippers. They have the power and they like taking away Sebastian's pets. That's another form of abuse, by the way. This is all, I got to do another live about child abuse because clearly the message, I want about animals are often used.
And clearly right here, she forgets and doesn't realize the story Seth told about the dogs in California, which again, she's making a huge, I'm not trying to compare and contrast like that, but I'm just saying you can tell like she has only heard what she's wanted to hear. And a lot of it's been intentional misinformation laid in this story. I'm not trying to compare these two. Like, it is what it is. Both of them have, though. Both of them have. Before Chris was ever in the picture, Seth gave away 2 animals of his too, is what I'm trying to get at. But she doesn't even understand the reality of, like, okay, there was issues. They were working to find solutions. We don't know any more of the story because law enforcement hasn't told us what actually is involved. Do all these things matter? Do all of this bullshit you guys have cooked up and ran with and created villains out of, like, does that have anything to do with the child disappearing? We don't know at this point. Could it? Yes. Does it? We don't know. But you've got to be consistent across, like, you're so one-sided.
Households where there's DV, right? They threaten the kids or the I'm going to do something to your animal, hurt them, take them away if you don't do this or this, or if you.
Julie, by the way, just a quick update because you have successfully accomplished the Islanders raising $1,489. We are $11 away from $1,500 being raised. That's 6 times my goal. That's 6 times my goal for the Black and Missing Foundation. You guys are amazing. Thank you all so much. And thank you once again, Julie, for giving us a reason to do more fundraisers for charity.
Tell people about this or that. Sebastian begged for help. He begged his teachers to help him. Absolutely. And then says, taking away video games, taking away his food, taking away his favorite clothes. They like control over this. And guess what? VPEJ, guess what? The Proudfoots and their apologists and the Bowerstocks want to control you guys too. They want to control all of us. They want to control me. They send people into my chats to try to argue with me what is and isn't child abuse. How many lives have I done about what?
They are sending us. They are sending people who have opinions.
Ain't nobody sent nobody nowhere.
Pika got blocked too. Like,
and I'm still waiting on my check since we're all getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Didn't you get blocked like week 2?
Oh, it was pretty. Well, I just enjoyed the fact that she came in the very next live she did, and her opening statement was, that if I came back to make sure they blocked me because then I couldn't watch her anymore. It's like, bitch, you don't even know how YouTube works. Like, somebody go get their Meemaw. For real. Because she needs to go sit in the corner and crochet or some shit.
Crazy. It's crazy.
What is child abuse? Don't tell me I don't know what child abuse is. Hitting an autistic child for a behavior that is a manifestation of their disability is abuse, because guess what? They forget things because they're autistic. Autistic kids can be forgetful. If you hit them for it, it's like hitting a blind child for being blind. You didn't see that? You just knocked over that cup. You didn't see that? You're blind. Boom. Let me get my
baby and everybody else. Thank you so much. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. We have raised $16.05 for charity.
belt.
In 2 hours. $16.05 in 2 hours for charity. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hitting an autistic child for being autistic is like hitting a blind child for being blind. It's not going to make them see. It's not going to change them. But you're going to abuse them for their disability. In my opinion.
Incredible.
And allegedly. Sebastian had to make it home that night. Otherwise, the flashlight video would not mean anything. Julie, I agree.
Another huge thank you. I'm speechless. Totally speechless.
I don't. Well, let me put it this way. Julie says Sebastian made it home that night, or the flashlight video would not mean anything, in my opinion. I think that, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Oh.
I think that's what happened. Am I keeping like this little part of me open to other possibilities? Yes, I still am. There's that door hasn't closed on it, but.
Okay. That's a pretty good view. Terry, is there anything else that you wanted me to play? I think that's a pretty good view of how she treated you, trying to diminish. I want to play. Do you want me to show? Let me see. There was one other part that I wanted to show that she did. in this. Was it the next day? Oh, now I'm going to have to find it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to show the irony of what this is, though. I want to go back and show like what she's saying to Terry. Thank you, Jennifer Lynn. Good night. Isolated by choice, joined for a cause. Blondie, I love that. I like that. What do you guys think of joined for a cause? We all love. That was Terry's, the isolated, and then Revival's better or together on a mission or whatever you guys, maybe I'll list a few and you guys can vote on it for the back of the shirt so we can get it designed and get it up. Happy birthday, Tammy. It's almost our birthday. Isolated choice, joined for a cause. I love that. Let me see. Did Terry say? I don't want to cut anything out. That sums it up. Okay. But I want to show the irony of what she was saying to her, like how bad it was. Because let's just say she was in rare form. Here we go. So she was supposed to be ripping me to shreds. I'm going to go back to this for a minute. And then because she never gets back to the parody, she gets this comment.
And there's a disagreement, right? Let's say someone writes a song. You ever heard, you remember, like I said, that song, what was it called? Blurred Lines. And it really was a Marvin Gaye song, right? And Marvin Gaye, the family of Marvin Gaye, you know, right? And it was really a Marvin Gaye song.
Actually, I don't even need to do that. Hold on. I'll just go right here. So she never finishes this. This was her threat to me to take it down on the second, or else I said respectfully kiss my ass. But in that live stream, Casey goes in and talks to her about fair use. She turns sideways. But this is the follow-up. She ends that stream or it goes down or whatever. And then she follows it up with this one. The irony, you'll see. Pika, stop me anytime you want. Damn it, my lighter won't light. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much again. I'm in utter shock. She's poking at her keyboard. Hold on. She's in a hurry to get things done. She's rushing.
Give me a second, guys. I'm going to bring this up bigger.
All she's got to really do is live and die. I'm in a hurry and don't know why. That's what she reminds me of. Who sings that?
Give me 1 second. Cancel. Close that. Sorry, I'm back. I got to look at show what cases. First of all, don't explain anything to me about the copyright laws. I'm not going to explain intellectual property rights to idiots. Okay. I gave the warning January 2nd. I'm making a call to my publisher if it's not down. Casey. Now Casey. Casey came on here because I'm talking about nonsense. And came on here and made a dig at me because I did not give birth to my autistic twins. And she thinks she is superior to me because she gave birth to an autistic child. Well,
that's not what was said even.
Congratulations, Casey. Guess who else gave birth to an autistic child?
That was never said.
Katie Proudfoot.
Alabama, thank you.
Good job. Let's look at Casey and let's talk about Casey and why somebody like Casey would want to take a dig at me for not giving birth to my autistic sons, who I have raised from ages 6 to 20. And now I am the legal guardian as decided by a judge in Northern New Jersey for the rest of his life because he cannot take care of himself because Spencer is profoundly autistic for the rest of his life. I had to be criminal background, vetted, a psychologist came to the house to interview us, to interview Spencer. He got appointed his own attorney in court, Spencer did, because he's allowed to have his own representation separate than us. She thinks she did something special because she got me going. I have already told people, if you want to try to hurt me, talk about me as a parent
But the comment wasn't that.
or my child who's autistic or my children who are autistic.
Out too.
You will hurt me. And this hurts me.
The good Nunya, no, still no debut. This comment came in and she derailed. This is the second live after that. She never got back to it because a comment came in and it upset her. She ended that one and then she made this stream after.
She knew it. It was a hurtful comment, and that's why she wrote it. And if she wants to take a bow in the mirror for hurting me, for being an autism mother who did not give birth to my autistic children, but nonetheless has raised them with love and care. Being a birth mother of an autistic child, as we know, in the Sebastian Rogers case, does not make you anything other than you gave birth. Being a mother, a good mother, is about how you care for your children. Because Katie Proudfoot gave birth to Sebastian Rogers, an autistic child, and she is no kind of mother. Let me share my screen and see if I can do something with this. Just to show you what she said. Sorry, give me a second. Edit. Hang on.
And she has a hard time sharing her screen, but I want to remind you about this really quick because her first live stream on YouTube, she said this.
Appreciative of everything. And listen, I'm not trying to keep any information from anybody, but why, just tell me why with stepdads to, what is your experience with stepdads to autistic children? What do you mean, Beth? Well, let me tell you, I could tell you one thing that I know from my book that I wrote about when autistic children lose their lives, most frequently at the hands of the parents and caregivers. There's not one, there was a 2020 study done by the National Institute of Health on kids who, just in the United States, not globally. My book is globally, but just in the United States, 2020, they did a study on this and seeing, which was a 20-year study, right? So they didn't do it. It completed in 2020. So it was a 20-year study starting in 2000, ended in 2020, where they looked at the statistics of autistic kids who had been killed, murdered. The group where Sebastian would fit, which was ages, I don't remember what the bracket was. Was it like 11 to 18 or 11 to 7? I think it was maybe 11 to 17 or 11 to 18. Every child in that 20-year study who was killed, who was autistic, hold on. Every kid who was autistic, who was killed in that age range was male. There's not one case. There's cases where a mother, a biological mother of an autistic child, kills their child. Can I say that on here? I'm so used to TikTok where I can't say anything. Kills their child. There's cases of fathers, biological fathers, who've done it. There's cases where there's also, there's different ways. There's murder suicide that happens. That's the most frequent, is where the parent kills the child and then takes their own life. That's a murder suicide. That's the most frequent what happens because, it's for a lot of reasons you can imagine.
I tried to find this exact study she's quoting, but I struggled to find this exact study. So I'm not sure. She said from the National Institute of Health, but I'm not sure which one it was. I did try to look for this and source it.
That would happen. I mean, not good reasons, not reasonable reasons, not logical reasons, but
no, she did.
Where it's different than when somebody takes somebody else's life. Then there's cases where the kids die because of abuse and neglect. Autistic kids.
The good one, yeah. I looked for this specific study that she's quoting here because I was like, whoa, because there's a lot of stuff that she talks about like this. She gives a lot of stuff based on her book that she wrote, and I've never seen these studies.
And then there's cases where they are murder, just straight out murder.
I'd like to see them.
There is not one case in that 20-year study where a child lost their life at the hands of both a biological father with a biological mother together. Not one case. But there are many cases where it's a biological mother and a step-parent and stepfather. And there are cases with a biological father and a stepmother, but less than mothers with stepfathers, probably because not generally, but like a lot of times the mothers have the custody. So they get these horrible stepfathers, maybe somebody.
So you can see where she was going with this, right? You can see where she was. I don't know. Revival. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah. She allegedly has another book that she wrote on autism. Yeah. So that's the irony of her being upset about this statement from Casey and what Casey actually said. We're going back to when she was pissed about the comment, but I just wanted to remind everybody that was her first live stream and what she said about parents of step parents and stuff. She has a whole narrative that
I'm trying to get it so you can read this. This is not a great version.
I think it is, Liza. I haven't looked it up. I haven't cared about her books. Her behavior is problematic enough. She does whole entire parodies of the parents of missing kids.
All right. I'm sorry, you can't see.
She has technology. She's technology challenged like me.
Casey says
things. I don't got no shade for that.
Let me read it. I'll get a better picture of it. Just give me a second. If someone has a clear picture, wants to send it to me. I didn't get to see all the pictures. Just give me if this is a better one.
Oh,
it is much better. Hold on.
I wonder if it's even in her book though, Revival. Truly. I don't know what's in her book.
There's a better picture. Hang on.
Could be though. Who knows?
Let me stop her.
You'll text me what you found. Okay. I've never looked her book up. I don't think.
Okay.
Thank you, Revival. Oh, or Revival, Duchess.
Hang on. Sorry. Give me a second. I get so upset.
Let me see.
It hurts so badly. It upsets me so much. All right. Hang on.
Teaching victim study for
now. Let me share.
Mail.
Share. Okay. Can you guys read that now?
Yes, we can.
Are you able to read that? Should I make it bigger? I can make it 75%. Here's Casey. Can you see her picture? Hold up.
It doesn't.
Let's make sure you can see Casey's face. Here she is with her braid. That's her, just in case you want to know who she is. Here's Casey. Everybody remember, it's Casey with a K. A-S-E-Y, heart. She says to me, hang on, let me get back to 100%.
This is what threw her for a loop.
She says to me, sorry, I have to read like this. Julie, how do I get back to?
I don't know where.
Sorry, guitar. Sorry.
She's getting there.
How do I get back to?
She's a hen picking.
I shouldn't have gone something. No audio?
No, we can hear you, unfortunately. I don't know what she's using. I don't know if it's StreamYard or what. She's pecking through the keyboard though.
This is totally worth my time and energy. Believe me. I didn't raise 2 children for all this time. Hi, Spen. 1 second, okay? I didn't raise 2 children for the last, he's going to be talking like 15 years. 2 autistic children, 1 profoundly autistic, will need care 24/7 for the rest of his life. I still help him every day, getting dressed, getting showered, in the bathroom. Hold on 1 second. Look here. Hold on.
Yeah, Nanya, she got so frazzled, she couldn't even pin the comment in the initial video. Again, she shut that video down and like has a total come apart. Hold on. Let me get to that spot. In the video, in the original, so you can see, because she has a That's why she never got back to doing the commentary on me, because she had a complete come apart with Casey's comment that she just screenshot. Okay, this is, I think, where it's at. Is that correct? Let's see.
Oh, no, I'm going to be doing a joke in 1 second. I'm going to do a Q&A. This part is real. Here, Nani McPoppin sent commentary. It's allowed by law. Correct. But the percentage Nani McPoppin.
That's not it. Hold on.
Except, Tiffany, she said to me, first she said something idiotic about copyright laws. I guarantee she's no lawyer. She's not a published author. She's not a this. She's not a that. She's not. And I'm the person they signed the contract with.
Here you go.
So get this shit off. Get this shit off. All right. I'm tolerant. I'm not intolerant. You want to make fun of me, make fun of me. But you can't do it in a, I'm very wrong. Casey, listen to Casey. Hold on. Don't block Casey yet. You are actually very wrong about the YouTube creator rule. Copyright. It's not about YouTube, dearie.
Ooh, I like that too.
Ooh, hold on. Wait, I got to take a screenshot. Stop. Stop the presses.
Stop the presses. Everybody hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Don't erase Casey. Now, we thought this was going one way. I was going to do something funny. Now you got me upset now. Hold on. Don't block her. Hold the fuck on.
Told you, Nanya.
Hold on, Casey.
We stopped the
Because
question.
she just said something and brought up my son and brought up me as an autism parent. Here we go. Casey, can somebody go to her? Do it. Screenshot this. No. I just did, Casey. I'm going to talk to you now. Please stay online. Please stay online with me, Casey, so I can talk to you. Please stay online, Casey. Can someone go and get me her handle, by the way, and drop it in there so I can see what her handle is, so I don't click myself off of this. What did I walk into? Yeah, exactly. Guess what, Casey? You're going to be, hey, I'm going to make Casey famous today. Good job, Casey. You're going famous on YouTube and TikTok today. Julie says Casey with a heart. Kasey, then the heart. You're actually very wrong about the YouTube creator rules, copyright 1976, etc. Says Casey. I'm sure she's an attorney and a publisher and has books published by reputable publishing companies. Has worked for multi-billion. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let's get over that part. Listen to this shit. Casey, just look at this dig. Look at this dig. What she just said. What she just said about me. Don't bullshit us. Don't try to gaslight us, Casey, and say this wasn't a dig at me. The legal guardian of my adult autistic son. I had to go to court to become his legal guardian. I had to have a judge. Why was the message deleted? Who deleted that? Who deleted message?
She's pissed. She never got back
No.
to the question and answer because
Where's her message? Where's her message? Where's her message? I'm getting mad. I need it. No, please. Where's her message? How do I get her message back?
Yeah,
She retracted it?
absolutely.
All right, hold on. No, Casey's gonna be TikTok famous. Hold on. Give me a second. Now,
Sadly, on that though, pointer lover, that's not my responsibility. I have thought deep and hard about, like hard about that. She is like reviewing her. She is coming on here and doing things like I'm not even, trust and believe when I say this is minor stuff that I'm reviewing of hers. There is so much shit that she does every single, like what she does every day on, it's I go for the easy stuff with her. Truly, some of the stuff she does is horrifying, and it's choices that she's making.
I might have to come back if I screw up because I have to go to my print screen page here, and so I can put it up. Anyone else get it print screen? I'm just curious. Did anyone else do a screenshot? Hold the fuck.
Good night, JJ. J Jones. Sorry, JJ. J Jones. I just put it all together. She's a lot. She is.
Hold on.
She is.
Y'all, please help me out here.
Lady.
You saved it, Jackie?
I handle her with kid gloves. No, I know Pointer Lover, but I'm just saying, like, I handle her truthfully, like, because I recognize what, like, this is a different character over here. When I say, like, this is problematic, she has surpassed BHB for most of us, like, real fast. Like, it is, what I've reviewed tonight is minor. It is, it's a lot. There is a lot that is said and done, and it is,
Jackie, can you send me the screenshot picture, please? So I don't have to click out of here to get my print screen shot. Casey's getting TikTok famous today. And YouTube famous, sorry. And YouTube famous. Julie.skolnick@gmail.com. Julie.skolnick@gmail.com. Hold up. You're not going to say something about me because I didn't give birth to Spencer and his twin brother.
Pika's on panel with me, Nanya.
Telling me I can sit all the way down. She said, I'm paraphrasing here. Jackie, did you send it to me? Julie.skolnick@gmail.com.
This is the irony of this. Like,
No, I need the picture of her saying, where she said, as the birth mother of an autistic child.
And then you watched what she did to Terry and how she went after this whole thing is just fucking wild.
You, me, meaning me, Julie, can sit all the way down. As the birth mother of an autistic child, I can sit all the way down. Casey with a heart. Casey has no heart. Oh my God. Somebody send it to me real quick so I don't have to click off, please.
She ends up not getting it. So she checks out. And that's when she does this one. Like, she does that for a whole 3 more minutes. She fights for finding the comment. She goes over and then she does another live stream.
1 second. Give me a second. I'm going to let him in so he can hear about how I am no kind of mother.
So then she goes after Casey again for the comment here. You're actually very wrong about YouTube creator rules, copyright 1976, Julie. Just letting you know. Also, as the birth mother of a kiddo with autism, you can sit all the way down. Didn't attack Julie's parenting. I mean, we heard what she said about step parents, her own basis off of the study, the very first live stream. She's had some very unkind things to say about step parents.
I can make it.
But she makes this comment into that she was just trashed by Casey. Then she goes on. It gets worse and worse. I'm just kind of doing a quick synopsis. She brings her child in and says stuff.
No presents under here, man. That's just wrapping paper.
Not okay. I'm not even going to allow that.
Lives states away from them. You understand that, Casey? But nonetheless, Casey says to me, Julie, just letting you know. Also, as the birth mother, is this right? Casey says, as the birth mother,
hey, Linky,
of a kiddo with autism, you can sit all the way down. Let me repeat that. Casey says to me, as the birth mother, right? Meaning, as opposed to, I guess. But what do you guys think? If you guys think that when Casey says to me, as the birth mother of a kiddo with autism, she's trying to make a comparison between being a mother who has given birth versus me, a mother who did not give birth to my autistic children.
Pika's not silenced.
If you think,
Pika can talk.
but she goes on to say, it wasn't just to say, I gave birth to, I'm a birth mother and you're not a birth mother. The second.
Pika can talk if Pika wants to. Oh, I'm way behind. Sorry. Pika's just quiet. I don't have her muted. Do I have you muted, Pika? She's on mute. Okay, hold on. I got way behind in the comments.
No, I'm not being silent.
You're here.
I'm over here cussing up a storm.
I figured you were here.
It's the same. It's within the
No,
same
what
sentence.
kills me I'm sorry. What kills me
Go
about
ahead.
her is when she gets pushed back on anything is when she cues the tears and uses that as a shield to any pushback that she's getting. And that is manipulation 101. And I'm granted, I get that she is stressed out because of her caretaking role. But if that's the case, don't take out your frustration of what's going on in your life out on someone who has a missing child. Go to therapy, bitch. Don't come to YouTube.
Well, actually, oh, I got another part to play. Hold on.
Okay, I'm muting
As the
again.
birth mother of a kiddo with
You can add anything you want, but I just thought of something else because that leads me to this that she said on the 31st with the when you said go to therapy, like she needs community, like, and she says, ugh, she's complicated. She's so complicated. Here, let me show this. The title of this video too, don't like lose perspective that this one that I'm about to show is Katie guilty of parental alienation against Seth. This was New Year's Eve. Is Katie guilty of parental alienation against Seth? And the irony of what she's saying and some of this.
guess what? We're home the day before New Year's Eve, and we'll be home the day after New Year's Eve, and every day after that. It's, you know, it's very isolating to be an autism parent. And so it's nice, you know, now that we have a community, Alicia, hi, a community to connect with online. It's very nice. It's a great feeling because you don't have to leave your house. Della, in my opinion, asking Seth or at night.
Thank you, Lori. Lanky.
Not to proceed with action.
Why the hell did I call you Lori? Because I'm thinking Julie and then saying Lanky. Jesus. Lanky, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Stop real life threats.
You guys are amazing. The island are amazing for raising money for this charity. Like amazing. The Black and Missing Foundation, that's incredible.
Is like asking someone to drop protection order. It's not okay. Oh yeah. No. I'm glad they're doing it. Listen, I've got some issues.
Nanya, you might have missed the Double J week. Pika, do you remember the Double J week with Judy and Julie?
Oh my God, yes.
Nanya, you might not have met our friend Judy either that thought she was my neighbor.
Freaking whack job.
Oh, thank God she had a lot to say to Chasing. She's the one that showed up in Chasing's comment section.
Myself going on with some really terrible like I'm not even going to talk about what it is, but it's not good.
Call you Stinky.
And
Stinky.
It's
Stinky.
Very upsetting.
And oh gosh, Linky.
I contacted one of my cousins. I have actually several cousins who are lawyers, and I contacted one in the state where the person is, I guess, and to say what are my options here and things like that.
The Gadenia, she's the one that runs experiments on missing children. Judy runs experiments on missing children with a spirit box of sorts. They're just experiments, though. Yeah, they're Judy was interesting. And then there's another one by the name of Sarah. Sarah, on Sebastian's birthday, hosted an entire stream pretending she could talk to Sebastian. And then the follow-up to that was her speaking to the deceased previous sheriff of Sumner County, claiming that he was telling her about all the corruption and the things that he knew, and painting a whole narrative around it. Yeah, we found some new friends.
And then I have some other things, but there's some really bad stuff going on. I'm like, it's really difficult to deal with. It's really difficult. Yes. And you feel powerless. You feel powerless to do anything. But Judy
is the bat car. Yeah.
But I'm not going to think about that tonight. And it's so ridiculous. It's so unfair. I'm not hurting them. I never touched them. I never did anything to them, and to do that and to make fun of me for defending myself as a mother, it's just mean. But that's not what I talked to my cousin about. It was something.
But that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing, Julie. That's not what we're doing.
Much more sinister.
You forget that you do things like, where is it? Hold on. This. And pretend to be.
On this chilly December day, today we have a special guest here with us, Christopher Proudfoot. He is the stepfather of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, mother Katie Proudfoot, and
she, pretends that she's got a beard.
His stepfather here, Mr. Christopher Proudfoot. Thank you, Christopher, for coming to today's podcast.
It's one of her favorite things to do. She's done so many of them. So many of those types of things.
So yes, they must go forward with those, because the intimidation is quite real. I mean, do you think the Cajun Navy, when they went,
again, there was a threat, according to somebody that was reported to Nashville PD by somebody associated with the United Cajun Navy. Other than that, that was the only thing that was verified out of that. Sumner County hadn't received any threats, and supposedly they reported their one incident to Nashville PD. But it didn't have anything to do with what you're trying to make it out to be.
With autism, you can sit all the way down. Now,
and that's just what we publicly know about threats, and even law enforcement stated that they hadn't had any reports. So
why would Casey have to say she's a birth mother to me? If you think Casey was trying to bully me and put me down and make herself feel superior to me because she gave birth to an autistic child, please write in the comments.
I'm going to play this one, and then I will drop the link, and we'll do like 30 minutes, and then we will be done for the night. Pika, you can stay up if you would like to, or you can.
Please write in the comments.
Whatever you want to do. Your choice. You can be stuck with me.
This is a bullying comment to Julie. Please write in the comments. This is a bullying comment to Julie about being an autism parent. Is it a bullying comment to me as an autism parent? Is she trying to make me feel bad? It's bullying? Is it a bullying? I mean, am I misinterpreting this as a bullying comment? I mean, people have their own opinions on here, Casey. I don't direct anybody. I'm not a Svengali. I'm not a cult leader. I'm not a this. I don't know many. Merry Christmas, Spencer. Thank you, Micro Dot. Well, I don't know either, Quinny. Why would she say it? Because I could tell you, as this is not the time.
I don't know this commenter like that. She apologized numerous times for it coming across like she came into my comment section numerous times. But Julie does numerous lives after this, one after another, about that comment. And then we saw the first thing she went for on other people is trying to discredit, and then acting like just because Terry respectfully pushed back, she instantly went at your kid doesn't have autism. Like she does and says and gets so reactionary to stuff like that, but then turns around and does. It's fucking wild. It's wild to me.
Cyberbullying. I wish I could say this was the first time. Hold on.
No manipulation. No. Cyberbullying my ass. What does she think she's doing to this family? This is bullshit.
I don't know if she apologized to Julie.
Anytime,
Sorry, go ahead.
anytime she gets any pushback, any kind of pushback on the most simple of shit, she does this. Fuck that. Nope. Before I get canceled, let me mute.
No, you're good. You're good. No, she
This is bullshit.
She is like, no, you saw what she did, right? She went so far out of bounds. Like that's what she does all the time. And then she does something like this. Like she'll say things and then she'll go right back at Chris and Katie or somebody in the comment section and excuse her shit. And then she turns on this act and then she does it's terrible. I don't know. Casey came in my comments and apologized to me for because she was talking about me. And then Casey made that comment. I think she felt bad because people were like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't even know what was said because I wasn't in there. And they deleted the comment out of there. So I had no idea what was even said or what started this whole shit and thing. But then she did numerous live streams back to back to back going after this. And then she actually made 2 videos after this too, because I think Jay for Justice was going to review her or something, or was reviewing her. And she did multiple live streams asking people to mass flag or report Jay's videos. Is that correct, Pika? Do I have that in the right order?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was there something else that happened? I feel like there was something else that happened around the same time too.
I don't know with her. It's so much. It's constant with her.
So much. Yeah, it's so fucking much. The good Nunya, her TikTok is where she produces most of it. It's so much. Like when I'm saying it is so much. She has so many videos on her page too, and they started off going after just terrible.
Say this is the first time people have tried to bully me and put me down.
That's what she does every time.
And say I am not Spencer and his twin brother, who I don't say his name out of respect for him, by his request.
By his
request. Because he's also 20, but he's like Sebastian. If it's who try to put me down for not saying I'm not a mother, I'm not their mother.
That's not what Casey said. That wasn't what Casey said.
They're better than me, make me feel bad.
That might be how she interpreted that comment, not devaluing her feelings, but she has a history of doing this, of taking a comment, overreacting, going after somebody, twisting something, and then turning around and saying the most foul. It's just a constant. This has happened to Julie. Not Julie.
I don't think it's happened to me 100 times. I don't think it's happened to me 50 times. But in the 2 years I've been on TikTok.
She came on here on this app saying she was sensitive and she had to block probably over 75,000 people on TikTok. It was a bad situation.
I would say it's probably somewhere between 25 and 50 times somebody has said something as hurtful as this.
No, we're not.
By pointing out that they are the birth mother of an autistic child.
I'm not agreeing with it. Not at all. I'm just saying, this is what she turns this on. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Terry, what I'm trying to get across and what I'm trying to point out here, in case people are missing it, what Terry was so respectful. Look at how Terry was done. That's what I'm trying to point out is Terry was so respectful, didn't go in attacking, didn't go in and say anything mean, didn't even take any slights, nothing, not a single thing. And the instant reaction Terry got was this exact same situation, diminishing her as a parent. Her child didn't have autism, misgendering her after being corrected. The shit, it's just, oof. She went right after. This is an up and down with Julie. If you're new to Julie, you probably don't understand, but it's an up and down with her all the time. Not agreeing with anybody saying I've never asked anybody to go over there and comment or be nasty to her ever.
In comparison to me not having given birth to my children, to make me feel as if I'm not really qualified or as good or as worthy.
And some people don't have any sensitivity to that comment at all, and some do. That's another thing. Like people can feel how they want to about that comment. The fact of it is this is a pattern over here. Like, that's it. I don't know if Casey apologized. I'm not Casey, so I have no idea if I'm just saying what happened with my experience.
Someone who is a birth mother of an autistic child. I mean, why would she say?
Pika, what did she say to you? What the fuck did she say to you when she blocked you? There was something that they did to you too.
I can't remember. I was pointing out
You were respectful as hell too.
I was very respectful. I actually took screenshots, if I'm not mistaken, because I knew they were going to block me and it was going to delete them. I'll have to find them. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything horrible. I was pointing out like what she's getting wrong about the case.
Yeah.
And and then all of a sudden I'm Katie. That's who I was. I was Katie. Or Katie's best friend or something. I mean, she's ridiculous.
And a lot of people are really respectful, and it's the same bullshit right here.
As the birth mother, she could have just said,
we saw her go after Terry.
Just said, as the mother of a kiddo with autism, you could sit all the way down, right? That would be one autism mom talking to another autism mom, right? If she said, as a mother of a kiddo with autism, you could sit all the way down. Because then she's saying something to me like,
that's, like
as an equal, right?
She goes on and on. It's just a thing. It's a nonstop thing. And then let me see here. Okay, so she did multiple live streams following that up. And then I'll show you one more thing that she did. There's just so many parodies too. She tried to do a call-in show earlier. The Texas Roadhouse footage, I can't even. Oh, they tried getting me involved in when the petition shit went on too. Never mind. I don't even want to play her anymore. I'm over it. We've been here for 2 hours and 51 minutes. Let me drop this link really quick. We'll run for like 22 minutes if somebody wants to join. I will be putting a peen screen up though. Just because. Don't take offense.
I'm going to drop down and let everybody have their little. Huh?
Do you want to? You can stay up if you want.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Thank you for letting me up and vent.
Thank you for coming up and joining me. I love it when you come up here.
And just so before I jump down, everybody that has helped with the fundraiser, like y'all are awesome. And
true.
I'm so proud of you, Nonsense. Like the fact that as soon as you hit 10K, this is what you did with it. And there are so many out there with such bigger platforms that never even think of that. And that goes to your character.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pika. I appreciate everything you do. Truly.
Thank you. Well,
year. I'm gonna go. Okay, bye, Pika. Thank you.
Bye.
Revival, you're okay. You're totally okay. Hey, little bit.
How are you?
I'm good. Try talking again.
Oh, am I bad?
Yeah, you're roboting. Is she roboting to you guys? Can you go down and come back up maybe?
Yeah.
I'll kick you out and then come back up again. Okay, she was roboting to me. That was courtesy, the thumbnail is courtesy of the beautiful Duchess. Okay, she was roboting. Thank you. I figured I'd throw this up as my screen. Revival, some other time you'll have to. We'll plan it earlier, not on a... Hey, Chico.
Hey, babe.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you today?
I'm good. Oh my gosh, the good Nunya says, why don't you tell Revival to wake her family? It's the least she can do for the comment earlier of your lookalike. Jokes. The good Nunya. I got you. A little bit.
Oh.
Okay, let me know. Can you hear me better?
It's still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still cutting out.
That's too bad. You know what? I can go get my, I don't know, earpods, whatever they are, and
Okay.
try it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, try coming back up. Her
But-
volume.
Yeah.
Now I can hear. I'm taking the screen off because it's just you two. Duchess, is that actually you?
Yeah, it's this
Are you
is the
there?
pretend Duchess. Duchess.
Duchess, is that actually you? Did the aliens get you?
Yes, they came and got me.
Okay. Good. They dropped her off. What's up, ladies? What's up, Chico?
I'm just here to tell you I'm super proud of you and super proud of the people in this chat. Like, it's amazing to see what we can do when we come together. And
really
we need more of this. We really
Absolutely.
do. We need more advocation versus, or advocating versus drama.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's just
I'm so proud that you've grown your channel into this. You have so many members and you guys show out. The Islanders always show out.
Absolutely.
All the best people are here. And it's an incredible place to be. I'm so very proud of you. And
thank
y'all
you.
in the chat need to give yourself a pat on the back too, because
Yeah.
you know, y'all did this.
Yep. $1,600 is going to the Black and Missing Foundation.
That's
The
amazing.
In 4 weeks, maybe close to 5 now, the island has done 2 fundraisers. Hold on, let me go here. Let me just go here because I have no reason not to. Okay, let me share this. I'm going to put this on my screen. There are the 2 fundraisers that the Islanders have done so far this year. Oh, I took you guys off. Hold on. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, how did I do that? No.
We're gonna go to the moon. We're gonna go to the moon.
So far, that the first one was $1,300.31 for National Center for Exploited and Missing Children. And then the second one that is running right now, you guys have done $1,660.02 and under 3 hours?
That's incredible.
Under 3 hours. Little Bit's going to join us again. Hold on just a second. Oh, I got you too soon. You good?
Yeah,
Okay. There you go. It's still crackling a little bit.
let me get my, you know what, I'm gonna put my stuff off.
I hate that too because I can't hear what she's saying. Sorry, guys. I'm going to kick her so she can come back up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Maybe her Wi-Fi.
Long Cool Woman, I also found that autistic study by the NIH. There's a couple of studies, and I did send them to Nonsense.
Yes.
So she could look at them, but you have to buy the book to know if she even cited her sources.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have free Kindle, but anybody who subscribes to Kindle, you can get the book for free. So if you get it, let me know. If anybody gets it, email me and let me know if there's a sources page. If you can take a picture of it and send it to me, if you happen to get it, let me know. I'm interested.
Yeah. Oh, who's that? Oh, the good nun, yeah. Little Bit, can you? No. Can you guys hear her better?
No.
I don't know.
Do you have in earbuds a little bit? Because it may be that the battery's dying in them.
Okay, let me take the earbuds out.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I think it is. It may be that her earbuds can't connect because they might not be charged up.
Okay, how about this? Is this any better?
A little bit, but not much.
Okay, let me
It's
hang
bad.
it up.
Yeah, it's real
Okay, how
bad.
about this?
So
Oh, this
sorry.
is worse?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
real bad.
sorry. Is it worse?
Yes.
Yeah, it's worse.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna watch you guys and chat. Nonsense. I love you. Thank you for doing your fundraiser.
Oh, of course. Thank you for being here.
Okay. I'll fix this and talk to you guys another night.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do this
Thank you a
another
little
time.
bit.
Thank you.
Thank you a little bit. I could understand a little bit through that, but all right, look at that thumbnail. We have to get our time out of that because that's fucking great. Nutney, are you here too?
I'm here.
What's up?
I just came up for two quick things. One, to tell you congratulations
Thank
because
you.
you said for almost 2 years now, or a little bit over 2 years now, that as soon as you hit 10K, you were going to be doing fundraisers, and you're following through with it. And a lot of creators, they get to the 10K and they forget all about those promises. So shout out to you for following through. Second, I was going to tell you that I don't know how you sit through this content for so many people who are just like this.
Patience. I live a crazy life. I like the walk on the wild side. Just joking.
The
You have to
wild
live on
side may
the
be
edge.
subjective.
This is true. This is true.
I can't watch it alone. I have to have a group of people to hold my hand because I get so upset.
That's why I didn't bring my ass up here. I would have been cussing her ass out.
That's why I didn't either. I was like, nope, nope, nope.
You had shared one of the pair, not the one where she was going to be portraying you. So disappointed that didn't end up happening. But you had shared that stream, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to go into this stream because I like laughs. Like, this is going to be great, no problem. I knew it was being facetious when you shared it. But then I went to go, you have to subscribe so she doesn't have an open chat. And then you have to be a subscriber for 20 minutes. There is no way I'm going to remember what I was going to say 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes from now. So I just unsubscribed and left out of the stream. And now tonight you covered it. So it was perfect.
I think that's the point of I never thought about that until you just said that. That's why a lot of people have that 20-minute on because by the time 20 minutes rolls by, they forget what they wanted to say to you.
Yeah.
Or even if you comment it, then they're going to be like, I don't even know what you're talking about by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the subject is moved. Yeah, you're
Yep.
right. Totally right.
So maybe it's intentional. I don't know. But I'm glad I didn't sit through the whole thing waiting for the laughs because it does look like clearly I would have been disappointed. I was trying to let everybody be patient with the warm up of her comedy skit that was coming, and then it never came.
Still
That happens. That happens a lot. We get this big old warm up and this big old build up, and then it never happens.
never happens.
I was disappointed. I wanted to see the parody.
Same. Same.
And then nothing. And then I thought maybe she would do it the next day, but it's been what, 3 or 4 days now.
Oh no, it's been like shit. When was that? Hold on.
That was the 22nd of December because
Oh gosh,
that's
yes,
when she
it was.
served
It was
her.
before
This is not a
Christmas.
cease and desist. That's when she served her warning.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right. That's right. Y'all, I can't even keep up. This is the second day of 2025, and I feel like we're headed into a shitstorm. it's
Honestly,
not good.
it already feels like November of 2025, and we've only been here 2 days.
Man,
I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna need more holy water this year or something. I don't know. I'm gonna start throwing it on everybody. I'm just gonna go in the chat and start throwing it everywhere. Just
I think we need more
bless
than
it.
at this point.
Oh, gosh.
We need something thicker that's going to stick a little longer because we get there and then we fall right back off for we get there for like 2 hours.
If I see one more channel pop up that has divine rods or tarot cards, or that, especially ones that are $79 for 52 cards from somebody who calls themselves an attorney, I just don't know if I can handle it.
Wait, tarot cards from an attorney?
Well, it's I don't even know
Is that
what
what you
they
just
are.
said?
They're
don't even know what they are. What are they? Deception cards? Is that even a
deception cards.
thing?
It's called deception cards to teach you how to read
That sounds
deception.
like some tarot cards to me.
They're the
Can you buy those
deception
at
deck.
Target?
No, well, actually, let's just go look because now I
Oh
feel like I
gosh.
gotta advertise for him.
I'm telling you, I feel like that it's just some quack offshoot tarot cards that they want to make it sound like it's something authentic and then stick an $80 price tag on it. I mean,
Yeah,
what are they lined in fool's gold? I mean, what is
here
the
you
value in this? I just don't get. I don't understand it.
here you go, Nanya. It's lie
Oh, they
detection
sell
and
it by the
deception
box.
analysis training in a box. Become a human lie detector with 52 exciting flashcards. Each card reveals a unique way to spot fibs, featuring easy to memorize rules and real life examples.
Tarot
So,
cards, basically.
okay, so say you go to an interview, right? And like a deception detective interview, and they ask you, "How did you learn your deception tactic?" And you say it down 52 card set. How, what?
Can you see their face? Really?
You
Be
just
like,
tell them you
listen,
bought the box, Chico. I bought the box.
yeah, just be like, here's
And
my
it came with
receipt.
a certificate where I could write my name in it that I completed the course.
And yes, and that's when you sign a fickle behind your name. That you're a
You can,
fickle because you bought this deck and you know something. You're
it's only
certified.
$79. It's only $79. You can
Oh,
learn
only?
Yeah, $79 for 52 cards. You get to learn words and phrases, grammar, cues, and concepts.
No.
Yeah, like this is an example.
Mm.
Liars keep the fabricated parts of their stories short to minimize risk of making mistakes. Wow. Who would have ever known? If the climax of a story, particularly one involving fantastic events, is surprisingly brief, it may be a sign that it is fabricated.
Okay. Oh
Well,
my
maybe
God.
these people are single, and no shade to the single people at all. But when my husband says, "No, your butt looks good in those pants. No, you don't look fat." I know by his tone what he has just said. So maybe I
Yep.
don't need those cards.
Yeah. Probably you don't want to learn. There's 52, not just one, Nunya, either. You learn all the things about how to detect lies with 52 cards for $79 from an
And let
anonymous
me get
attorney.
this straight. A lawyer, an alleged
Mm-hmm.
lawyer, is using said cards. So like using these cards to find out if somebody's lying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes, and he actually advertises them on all of his videos and on his channel. That's like his big selling point is
Oh
these
my gosh, is
cards.
this the guy who just did a video
Yes.
and
Yes.
Yes.
flipped over
Yes.
truth panel?
Yes.
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 Oh, stop it. Shut it down. I gotta go. I gotta
two
go.
two live streams, Anya, two live streams with his deck just in the last couple of weeks, but he's done like 5 or 6 in the series now, and all of them have his deception cards inlaid with them, and that's how he knows. He's never done any Seth interviews or anything, just Chris and Katie. He wanted them to come on his show though, but that's the cards. This is his from his deck of cards that he's advertising in his videos.
I don't
Wow.
like somebody if they're going to turn on their camera and they can't look like directly at me. I'm like, what are you hiding? Do you not want me to read your body language? I don't know. I don't like this person. I don't know. It's just I don't got the good juju from it.
His
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
about
I didn't know that's who you were talking about when you were talking about it. I
yeah
only watched that one video, and it was where he was reviewing Truth Panel that night.
yeah.
But the whole time, like, he had all these facts wrong. How do you miss the facts but you know the truth? Like,
See, yeah,
Our
it's
point exactly.
see,
it's a because
everybody
them
missed the
damn
spot.
cards. It's the cards. The cards don't lie. None you didn't. You know
Oh, it's the card's fault.
the
Yeah.
cards' fault. Blame it on
Oh.
the blame the cards.
He says in his about section, he says he's an attorney trained in statement analysis, and this channel exposes lies and manipulation. Subscribe and stay tuned. But he does things like this. He does polls, like who is the most likely or responsible, lists a bunch of parents. Live interviews are the gold standard for deception. So which one should we analyze?
Oh, he is a fickle. The gold standard. What is the gold standard
Oh,
exactly?
his subscribers are called detectives. Does he
Yes.
give out badges to them?
Yes.
You don't say.
Yeah, that's what he said in one of these posts. I just zoomed in and he said, which one should we analyze? Detectives?
Yep. Hello, detective. I've added a top community clips. Like he does
Stop
all of
it.
the high profile, like social media talk about cases, Summer Wells, John Bonet. Like he does a lot, but here's this. You asked, I listen. Deception Deck is now available for pre. Like,
Sorry,
yeah,
it took my breath away.
he's training people in this. And let me show you this. He's got a Sebastian Rogers playlist of 6 videos.
This T-shirt is
Let
a
me
great
show you
sign that
the first one. I'm just going to show you like where he inlays his cards in these. I'm not going to play it for you guys, but I'm just going to show you how he inlays the cards.
I mean, do the cards dictate which one he pulls out? Or does he go and get one of the cards? Like, do the cards
See,
talk to him? I have a lot of questions.
Oh, he did do Seth's interview. Sorry. He did do
I'll
one.
point out another mistake that Nancy makes.
I lied on that. I said he didn't do a Seth interview. He did. So I lied on that one. Sorry. Correction.
I think we can forgive you for that.
He did do one on Seth. I just recently, like in the first place, like I reviewed people reviewing him, but stayed away from
And if they
guys.
truly, I'll point out another
Because-
mistake.
Oh, sorry. It's just because the
And
last
if they
2
truly search their
have become more and more like ridiculous, and they're just regurgitating stuff. Like he's trying to tell the panel, Truth's panel, that they should. I know they're in here. I probably skipped over them. Anyways, he does.
Does he just
we're
pick them
starting to
up
see
off of the table? Does he show them to the camera?
No, he just
if he
inlays.
has ads on them, that's where you'll see him too.
Oh, that's right. He does have the ads on him too.
Yeah, and that's where you'll see him advertised.
Maybe these ones are the ad ones. There's
that's why I can. So we're starting to see. That's why I can confidently say that this is a manipulation.
oh yeah, this one I know has them in there. Maybe it's just the last 2 that he's put them in. There he goes. There he goes. Spotting hoaxes.
Oh, he pulls them out up on the screen. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, but he's got also see this view products thing right here. That's
Yep.
just
So you can
He
click
doesn't-
on it and buy your own cards once
Mhm.
people are lying.
yeah.
So advertising that underneath his playlist for Sebastian Rogers.
Yeah. So all these people that call themselves detectives because they're part of
So
his community.
I just want to challenge the deception detective. Why don't you sell your products and give all the profits to a nonprofit? Because that's how I'm doing my shirts on Bonfire. So why don't you give X amount of your profits from this to something good? Because I bet he's not. What say
Or-
you, deception detective?
I
He's
mean,
got a
Dutchess
huge
define
community.
good. You know, maybe his McDonald's dinner was good.
No, like something like a nonprofit, like paying it forward to
I'm just
people that are helping. I mean, I think that's what this community needs more of, you know?
He's
Um,
got 124,000 subs. He could do a
How
fundraiser
many?
on the whim. He's got 124,000 subs.
see what I mean?
what
See
in
what I
the
mean?
world?
Like he could really be doing good things.
Amazing things, truly.
So, you know,
This
if he's
world,
got that many subs, I'm sure he's making great money. Does
this
he even
world
have to be a
concerns
lawyer
me.
anymore? I mean, I don't know.
Well, look at this, you guys. Hold on. You guys talk while I do this. I showed this the other day. He values himself being anonymous too, which is, I mean, he's fine, but we don't even know. Like, this is what I'm saying. I understand like wanting to be anonymous and that's fine. But when people are looking to you as a source of an expert of sorts, because you are supposedly an attorney who is selling a deck like this in this type of community that's emboldening people to think that they're spotting lies and they're being trained, and these creators fodder over this content and think, oh, yep, because this guy says it. We don't know who this guy is. We have no idea. And again, he can be anonymous, but when he's seen as some sort of expert because of using those credentials to harm families of missing, like he's inciting for their shit off of a deck of cards. What? It's crazy. It's so dangerous.
I didn't realize until I started to do some research this week. I truly, in my mind, I thought, maybe 25K was kind of the largest channel in my mind covering this.
Oh,
All the
no.
channels were like 25K or below. And then this week, as I've been doing some research, this is like the third, the fifth over 100K channel now that like has been covering this. Obviously some very, very incorrectly, some very biased, but
Yeah.
it's a wild, like, why are you over here messing with this stuff? Like, it's crazy, and they get so much wrong. Like, how are people supporting you and you don't even have the facts? It's wild. I'll be quiet.
No, you're fine. It's crazy. And some of these channels are huge. Some of the psychic channels, Nanya, are huge. We're talking like, what did we see? There was a guy that did a spirit box and they had half a million
It's crazy.
subs almost.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's in my 75 review of psychics. Like, we're talking huge channels.
Yeah, and then you have small awareness channels like mine that, we're just
Yeah.
we're plugging along. We're plugging along. It shows you what people are really interested. I feel like people are more interested in the Jerry Springer true
I
crime
mean,
drama.
the sad truth of it is people who most people are here for the drama of it all. I mean, that it doesn't mean all people are, but a lot of the people are more interested in the drama of the case than they are in the facts of the case.
Sad but true.
Sorry, I'm right here by Kyle. I'm gonna go find that video so I can show you this channel. Then yeah, that's got like over 500,000. But you got to remember, like Christina Randall and people covered it to begin with. Annie Elise, and she's got 1 million subs.
That's
Those
right.
videos are still up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think. I mean, obviously, when something hits like national news, I think I kind of expect for the larger channels to cover it. That's not like, but it's the channels that like continue coverage on it. Like, there's no new updates, but every time there's a new piece of speculation, rumor, or whatever, they're on it. Like that, though, that's what I mean by that. Like the bigger channels covering it the one time with the, when the factual updates stop, then they do a video. I don't really have a problem with that part as long as they can be factual, which most of them aren't. But
Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Sorry, Nanya.
no, you're good. You're good. It's your panel.
No, I just
I
got an accident.
oh, okay.
I played him.
Yeah, but no, I just was saying, like, them covering it the first time, like, I don't really have a problem with that. But again, if they can be factual with it.
It's the continuous. I agree. I 100% agree. But the fact of the problem overall with that is like these channels, even like this, like it's the repetitiveness of it that jump on all of the things like right from jump and continue to say like every single thing, like those smaller, well, mid-sized channels, I would say, because some of them are pretty good size. But these guys that come and do the one and done, these guys are all, what's crazy is they are all in like a certain genre. This group of people is all psychic, spirit box readers, tarot card readers, and we have found over 80 channels so far that have done 1 to 10 videos. Average is probably between 5 and 7. 1 to 10 videos on Sebastian Rogers, whether it be a tarot card reading, a spirit box session, a mediumship, speaking to him, something over the last 10 months. Over 80 different channels. And so even though it's one or another. It's something out of that entire genre. It's crazy to watch how this goes. Now, this is the channel here. Let me show you. Let me find his video. This is Paranormal Nightmare. And his, where is it? Sorry, you guys can talk. I'm just showing this as an example because I said that it was here. Is it on this channel or is it on the other one?
I was listening.
It's just crazy though, because the views on these right here, 91,000 views on you 9 months ago.
Today we're going to take
91,000 people watch this and listen to this. And he's got, which he's got his merch up.
take a look at the case of missing Sebastian Rogers from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Yesterday, I ran a spirit box session. We're going to go over that here in just a few minutes. As a lot of you guys know, when we do our spirit box sessions, ideally we like to be on location because we feel like we get a stronger signal just because we are able to pick up on that energy. Unfortunately, our schedule right now does not allow us to be down there. Remote spirit box sessions are just a session that we do here.
Remote spirit box sessions
At our home base when we're unable to be on location. And typically with all of our cases with Chasing Evil, we run remote spirit box sessions. So this isn't something different for us. Let's just say hypothetically, Sebastian got up in the middle of the night and decided to leave the house. At some point, somebody would have spotted Sebastian. He has no reason to avoid the public or to hide from people. The
one thing I got to give credit where credit is due, though, is he hasn't came back around and done another one to inlay all the rumors. So 9 months ago, there wasn't as much out and chaotic and the rumors and stuff to build these stories off of for these readings, in my opinion. But this is it's wild to see how many people from different genres hop on cases like this to do readings. The Delphi case, oh my gosh. The Delphi case and the readings in that, the Summer Wells, every one of these cases, this whole genre seems to pick apart. It's wild because if you look at their content, if they have a Sebastian video, 9 times out of 10, unless they're a newer channel, they have Summer Wells at least.
Why hasn't nobody spotted Sebastian? And it's been almost a month. And everybody that knows Sebastian has said that would be something that would be completely uncharacteristic for his behavior to just get up and wander out of the house, especially in the middle of the night.
He was, again, early on, not a ton of misinformation inlaid as far as details of the case. So this is where people go, is this helpful to bring awareness or is this overall harmful? There's some people that genuinely will argue with you and say that this is helpful to keep the awareness out there.
We work with law enforcement fairly closely when we work on these missing person cases. So I can pretty much guarantee right now law enforcement is probably working on the digital footprint. Doesn't make sense that this 15-year-old autistic boy would just get up in the middle of the night and leave his house for no reason. Now, is it possible that he got up in the middle of the night, left, and something bad happened? That's always possible. Is it possible that he never left the house on his own free will? That is always possible. So when we run the spirit box sessions, we try to keep an open mind. If you have theories already in your head that what may have happened to the person, as you're listening to the spirit box session, subconsciously you hear things to fit your theory. So we like to just assume that anything could have happened to the individual and just keep an open mind. Now, when we run our spirit box sessions for Chasing Evil, we never assume that the person is deceased. We're not necessarily trying to communicate with that person. We are really trying to communicate with any spirits that may have information as far as what happened to the individual that's missing. So let's listen to this
Wow.
together.
Yeah.
So they just have this little box and the little box talks to the spirits and
He's
the
gonna show you.
spirits talk back to them?
Yeah, he'll actually show you.
I've never watched a spirit box person, thankfully.
Okay, I'm not going to make you suffer through much, but I'll just go to where
Thank
he
you.
is doing this. But this is the type of shit, it's crazy to me how many people believe this too. It's truly wild how many people, he's got 91,000 views on this. People love this. It's crazy. Isn't that the most annoying sound you've heard?
Hold on. Wait. the spirits are in his gym.
This is nuts.
Yeah,
That's why I don't go to the gym. See?
Good
Let that be
reason
a
to
lesson to everybody. Don't go to the gym. It's where the spirits are.
go to the gym.
And from that irritating noise, he hears voices that tell him things.
Yeah, he
Correct. What it does, it cycles through radio stations, and it'll pick out words. It'll cycle through hundreds of radio stations. But you also can pre-program them to say certain words too.
Oh, so it's like a frequency kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
crazy.
wow. I mean, obviously there's a whole audience for it if his page is doing well.
Oh yeah. No, that's the crazy thing is, oops, sorry guys. That's you see what they're doing though. Like that's the type of stuff. And then they interpret words that are supposedly being heard through that noise into storylines. And they build storylines out of that. That's like the dowsing rods. Dutchie, how would you explain the dowsing rods? Those are probably Duchess's favorite.
Mm.
Did she come off mute so
My
fast?
great grandpa used to use them to find water back on the farm before I was even born. But when I see these, yes, that's what dowsing rods. That's what they used to use.
Yeah.
We call them divining rods. That's how
Yeah.
you look for water in the ground. I don't know when it all started chiming in spirits and stuff. That's the most ridiculous thing. You can see them moving them in their hands. Like, I don't know, my grandma called my meemaw, she used to call them witchy sticks.
Okay, can we go back to the farm for a second? So
Yeah.
he would take a rod out, put it in the
Two.
ground to find water.
No, two of them. You would hold them out and they would cross when you got close to water. Yeah, the witchy sticks.
Okay, all right. That's science. I could understand that. And
Yeah.
so now somebody uses them. I'm sure they're probably bedazzled by now. It's been quite a few years. And
My
so
God.
now they take their bedazzled rods out and they cross when they found a spirit that they could talk to ask these questions.
Yeah, I think Ziggy has divining rods.
Oh, Lord.
I know,
Okay,
Lord,
enough
I'm on
said.
mute now. I'm gonna run away.
That law enforcement would punish him
Oh,
for this information.
Are
that
they
have.
crochet needles?
No,
They
they
look
got
like crochet needles.
They got, sorry, I was muted, you guys, and I was like switching us over here. Here's an example for you, Nanya. They look like crochet needles. Yeah, they do. They do. But they're on like these. What's the handle, you guys? Chico, Duchess, what's the handle? Are they copper? And they have little spin things? There's something to them.
Yeah, like, I mean, the ones that my great grandfather had, they were made of copper.
They were
That's what I
straight copper. They would bend it to shape.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know all this newfangled mess. I mean, don't ask me. This is not my this is not my area of expertise.
Watch this though. It's not funny at all, but it you just gotta say, what the hell? Watch
No.
this shit.
Thank you. It's just fair to say that Chris is a proud, or that Seth is a
Wait.
proud man, and he wouldn't want this information coming out.
Hold on.
Yes, thank you.
It's answering her. She's asking them questions.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. Somebody takes this seriously. Let me take it seriously. So her hands are not her hands are not moving the rods
I'm done.
that are sitting inside of her hands.
I feel like, oh, listening to Nanya's reaction to this.
I'm trying. I'm really, I don't want to be insensitive to the people who believe in this. Like I really don't want to, but I'm trying to wrap my mind around the rods.
No, people that Nanya, even people that believe in this don't believe in this. Like, there's a lot of people that are spiritual in the comment section and believe in like tarots and like mediumship abilities. They don't believe in this is so exploitive because She's got a whole list of questions over here. Watch. And the answers.
Is Chris being the gatekeeper to protect Katie, who is the one?
And guess, Nanya, guess where her sources come from?
The spirits? I don't know.
Julie Skolnick.
The lady we just watched with the excessive headband collection?
Yes, that's
Oh.
Silver Violet Flame's mentor and source of information.
Wow. Quick question. How do these spirits that are near her know?
Oh, sorry, Nanya, I'm just laughing. Uh-oh. I can't help but laugh at Nanya's reaction. Nanya's reaction is killing me right now.
Did I leave?
Just for a second.
Okay. How do these spirits that are there with this lady on the screen, how do they know anything about Sebastian?
Oh, Chico?
Are like spirits supposed to be like all knowing? They know everything about everything?
We have no idea the accuracy. It's just some mumbo jumbo, in my opinion. But I'm gonna self corner now.
Chico, you
In theory, yes. Ghosts are sort of kind of all knowing, spirit wise. In
So
theory.
they all have, what would you say? They all have, let's see.
Is all alleged, my opinion, no fact.
They've got, let's see.
Hold on, wait. But they also could be practicing having guides of their own. If they're practicing having guides of their own guides will try to speak to Sebastian. Heavy quotations on that.
Yeah, it's complicated and each of them are kind of different too, right? Like some of them have of like, they claim that they're being guided by one of their loved ones that has met Sebastian now on the other side. Like it's really complicated, Nanya. And every one of them varies, like of who they're supposedly getting their information from. We've got ones out here that are saying they're having direct conversations with Sebastian. Like,
yeah,
it's so
That's
much.
fucking gross.
Yeah, I don't remember if she says in the beginning of this or not who her guide is.
A pinch of salt, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So
Yeah,
let's begin.
It's fine.
Could I have a yes, please?
Look at Bobby's comment.
Okay, no, please. Thank you.
So she's testing her rods.
Is my divine team here?
My divine team. She's got a team.
Thank you.
They're on call 24/7.
My guide Eric to the left.
Oh, that's right. Her guy's name's Eric. Nanya.
Wow.
It's
Wow, I'm trying. I'm trying to stay on mute. I'm laughing so I don't disrespect nobody's beliefs. But
no,
wow.
We've all laughed our asses off here.
Bobby said he found a great deal on Amazon for divine rods, free next day delivery. I'm done. Y'all, please. I'm not even trying to be judgmental. It's just not something that I personally know anything about because I just don't believe in it personally.
Look,
but this just seems like a bunch of bullshit to me. Okay, I'm sorry. This is late night judgment.
No, it's like nonsense said. There's some people in this chat that believe spiritual wise about seeing spirits and stuff.
I believe that people have spiritual gifts, but some of this is just ridiculous.
It's bullshit at its finest. It's bullshit.
Absolutely.
This is for fucking water. Stop playing.
This is
just a quick question. Can these spirits find me at any time?
Well, I don't know. God.
Don't ask me that question because you don't want to know the real answer.
I gotta
None-
call on Jesus. Oh my
Yes, you
Lord.
do. You need to protect yourself.
I know. I got my Bible right here. I'm ready and protected. Got my holy water and
Sage, a
everything.
Bible, garlic, a rosary, a cross. You need everything.
Sorted.
Okay.
Are we looking for vampires now?
None
I
yet.
don't
I'm
know.
getting
Whatever you
scared.
need to do to keep it away. A silver bullet, anything at this point.
Blade.
Damn, I gotta get all my shit together. I mean, the end of the world might be coming. I gotta make sure I got all this.
I mean, at this rate, shit, in the
And at
world
least
might
I
be
know
coming.
I can overnight myself some divining rods if I need them, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you. God.
Nanya, just so you know, Chasing, if you talk to Chasing ever, ask Chasing about the lady that does the remote viewings. The lady that does the remote viewings, she channels somebody that's in the house doing a walkthrough of the house from a room in a state that is not the same, or has she ever been there? But Zillow images of the home and the layout have been blasted all over. But she does a remote viewing walking out of his bedroom as she is trying to claim that she's basically him, or being able to view what he would be seeing in the house, and makes allegations of basically being trapped in a closet, and alludes to the use of handcuffs.
So is she possessed? Like, does
Good
she take
question.
that person's body to walk through the house?
Yeah, I'm not sure again how they're on call
Spirit,
24/7,
maybe?
so how that just comes out in time for a YouTube video. Like, I'm not really sure how that works out.
They probably have to schedule their time slots.
I'm looking at her background, and all I can see is like Donna Serafina 2.0.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, I can't.
I
Are
have
they
notes on
angel
her.
wings or unicorn wings?
Well, can they be donkey wings? Because she's kind of a jackass.
Yeah. I
I
second
think
that.
my rods just said yes.
Okay. Did they cross? Here, I'll play
They
it a
did.
couple more seconds.
Hey, did you guys notice though when we watched this? She starts out and she was like, if the rods cross, yes, if the rods cross, and no if they open up. And then halfway through her asking the questions, she changes it and wants them to do the opposite.
Yes, I saw
Yes,
that.
yeah. And I was like, no, you can't do that. You have
Maybe
to.
they're maybe
And I
they're
was
really
like,
good at Uno.
she is a quack if I ever seen one. All right, I'm gonna self corner now.
Hold on. Let me show. Oh, none yet. Oh, okay. Hold on. Buckle up.
Is anyone else from Spirit here to help answer these questions on Sebastian Rogers' case? Yes. Could you point in the direction of your energy, please? Over to the right.
Watch the hands. Watch the hands.
Are you
Why
here,
she can't
Sebastian?
why she can't just hold them in her hands and put her thumbs up though?
Well,
Well, we can't talk about that. Damn it.
Okay. Thumb access
don't be
is
paying
needed. Got
attention.
it.
She just might be the reigning champion, the thumb wrestling champion of the world. Don't mind that.
That's probably what it is.
She don't want to give away the United States top secrets, or whatever country she's in, top secret thumb wrestling skills.
Also, how come it only pointed with one rod in the direction that it was in? Why not both rods?
Malfunction.
Yeah.
Shh. Stop watching too closely.
Okay.
You're looking at the sticks too close.
No. Thank you. Is Archangel Metatron here?
Sticks.
Stop.
No.
Metatron.
Am I speaking with my spirit guides?
The wires are still crossed. They don't know who you're talking
Yes.
to, lady.
Thank you so much.
See, notice that closed
Over.
is yes. Just remember that for later on in the stream.
Question. Is one of Chris Proudfoot's reasons for coming on social media this week to threaten creators? That's a yes. Thank you.
Those are really complicated questions for a spirit.
So that means that the spirits also know his YouTube time, like it's following him around YouTube streams.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Oh
spirits
my
go
gosh, this is
everywhere.
terrifying. I don't want to be near the spirits.
It's like the angel and devil on your wings, except one has dowsing rods and tattling on you.
It's like 2 rods on your shoulder and they move on their own. But don't let him cross.
Jesus, rebuke it. I rebuke it in Jesus' name.
Did Proudfoot have a part in the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers?
I mean, who can predict what her answer is going to be?
It's a yes, thank you.
And we're talking
Thank
like
you,
these
Eric.
are serious, hefty allegations.
Well, she said earlier this was just for entertainment purposes, so she's just
Right.
entertaining you.
Right. Yep. No problem with it. I mean, oof. I'm gonna fast forward so we don't have to watch all of it. But is Chris
Can we
Nuggets?
also just point out her wonderful light show she has going? Like that's really a dramatic effect there.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Do the spirits also control the colors of the lights, or is that just the mechanics of them being plugged in?
Just the mechanics.
Okay, thank you, Chico.
She's
Well,
got a whole light show set up because, she's making money. She's got, how many subs has she got? Nonsense.
she's only got a couple thousand. Silver Violet Flame. But let's see.
Oh, well, she's probably on TikTok and stuff too, I'm sure.
1.8. She does a lot of like other readings too. She's one of the smaller ones, but there's holy shit, there's so many of them that use. We found a young gentleman and we were all like begging. We're like, please do something different, because he was doing dowsing rods too, but he like shows the whole mechanic. He like does a whole like swirl show with his rods swinging around. Like he don't even try to pretend. His rods are going all over hell. Like he doesn't have thumb capabilities like this one does. She can steady hers. His were like flopping all over the place.
Oh my God.
They were. Do you guys remember that? They were.
I remember they were all over the place. Like one would be all the way over to the left, the other one would
Wait,
be
I do think I remember that.
Yeah.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah, it was bad. We didn't know if it was yes, no, maybe. We didn't know shit.
And it's just sad because you see, like, he's a handsome young man, with so much potential. And you're like, why do this?
Yeah, I remember.
Why? Like, oh, it's just such a bad
I've seen so much, I can't keep up with it all.
I know, it's hard to remember.
And I see she calls it dowsing rods at the top of her
Can you
screen, but divining rods, dowsing rods, it's all the same thing.
Can you guys see the questions while I'm scrolling across them like that? Does that come up on your screen when I'm over in StreamYard?
Yeah, if I zoom in, I can see it.
I'm on my phone, so I can't see it.
Okay. I'll play a couple of these other questions and then we'll be done with this. But yeah, Nunya, it's so out of sorts. We actually have another lady too, before I forget. We have a lady that has channeled Beth Chapman now, like called Beth Chapman up. Like, are you here? Yep, she came right through. And Beth Chapman is communicating with Sebastian Rogers. Like, they're doing double whammies of exploiting 2 families at once, like 2 grief. Like, it's crazy.
Oh,
The
how
sheriff of
gross.
Sumner County. Yeah, the sheriff of Sumner County, who suffered a huge loss. Like, he fell at a conference, Sonny Weatherford, and that's why Eric Craddock was put into sheriff. So this lady is channeling the ex-sheriff, or the unfortunately deceased sheriff of Sumner County, claiming she's talking to him, and they just suffered a significant loss. So she's exploiting their grief and trying to imply all these things about Craddock, Chris Proudfoot, Bobby Simmons, corruption in Sumner County, like all of these people. She's pretending that she's having conversations with them, and it's just horrifying. And she's got what does she have? What's that toy behind her? It's like the transformer thing that she on some like motion activated thing to go off and like beep and stuff. And she'll, as soon as it beeps, she's like, okay, acting like that's her, somebody's messing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick. It's like a spirit detector. Type deal.
They make it go off.
Bobby,
Yeah,
can you
isn't
see
she
if
the
we can
one
find
that
that?
has the ball that looks like it's floating in air?
No, which one's that?
I thought the one with the robot also had the ball in the background too.
She might.
There's a couple of them that have the balls that look like they're levitating and they're like glowing.
Probably could be. I don't remember which one. There's so many of them. Do you remember the other lady, Duchess and Chico, with the bad filter and her eyelashes kept
Oh
going
my
off?
God, that was hilarious.
Oh God.
And your Paul's game was on point.
It really was.
That lady, Nanya, there's this one we're
She
talking
made
about.
me mad.
She was terrible. She was claiming he was deceased too. And
Yep.
she was doing a reading and it was all hellfire and like, oh God, it was oof. And I think
Yeah.
she had 10,000 subs. I think. I can't remember. There's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
This question is Chris
Yes.
deceitful?
Is Katie unhappy Chris is speaking out in case he drops some truths that could incriminate the both of them?
That's a really long question for a spirit. Complex
Yes.
sentence.
I noticed Chris kept referring to Sebastian as this child and then corrected himself with a long pause in that interview, saying Sebastian after he had said this child. Was this because he knows he has to show sincerity and he really isn't sincere?
That's an intense question. And yep, of course.
I
Wow.
guess.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a uber yes, super yes. They crossed all the way almost and hit her chin.
She almost lost control right there. The thumbs weren't very strong right there. Shh.
Nonsense. I'm gonna jump down and go back into the chat. I gotta go take the dog outside.
Thank you, Duchess, for coming up and hanging out with me. And thank you for making the thumbnail for tonight's video. And again, thank you for bringing awareness the way you do and everything. Like, I'm so grateful this app brought us together.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you for having me up. I appreciate it. Nanya, take care. Chico, take care. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you in the chat.
Night,
Bye,
Duchess. I'm
Dutchie.
gonna hop down
Duchess.
too, nonsense. Have a good night.
Okay. Thank
I'll
you,
be
Nanya.
watching.
Thank you
Yeah.
for saying that too. That I forgot I even did talk about if I ever did hit 10K that I was going to do fundraisers, but you guys get the gist of this. And she goes on to ask, we've reviewed all this before, but we gave Nanya a good scare for the evening. So she'll probably be trying to figure out where the rods are lurking around the corner now from her.
You really is, but I'm hop down too. I'm gonna let you close out the night. I'm
night.
super proud of you. I'm super proud of everybody in the chat. And keep y'all's head up. We got more stuff coming for y'all. So
Thank you so much, Chico. Thank you for all you do. You guys make sure you check out Chico, Nanya, all of them. A little bit. I don't know if she's got a channel or not, but make sure, like, there's so many good people. Chico, and I was talking to Chico about that today. We've got to change the way, like, we look at some of this. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to combat some of this stuff with where people are drawn, what they want to participate in and what they want to intake. But we are kind of developing our own little section of like great awareness channels, Duchess, Arctic, Chico, like people who are talking about real raw things and really do want to see change, whether it's pumping resources to the right organizations or talking about police corruption, police brutality, like all of these things that need to be addressed because there's victims of all these things. So I'm so thankful that you're doing so good on your channel.
oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. I think y'all the reason why I do it because we all know it's wrong. So, and I'm gonna keep saying it's wrong until we get change. And eventually, if I can get my state to change, maybe I can get others. But I have to do what I have to do for my city first. So
that's right.
I appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate you. And like I said, I'm super proud of you. You stayed the course. You've done it. You've done it twice now. So challenge still stands, y'all. But you have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. We hang up on here just like we hang up a phone call. Honestly, I just realized that. Chico and I hang up on here just like we hang up a phone call. Thank you all, though. Once again, thank you all. You guys, please go check out these amazing channels that are doing stuff to push back and bring awareness, like actually truly show what awareness is and hard, real conversations that are impacting people's lives. Of course, we all like the drama occasionally. I mean, we'd be lying to say we didn't sometimes. But when it comes down to it, most of us really do want to see change come for these victims and their families. We get caught up in the weeds. I do, not the other people. I'm speaking for me right now. I get caught up in the weeds sometimes and just want to fire back because sometimes it just is kind of cleansing for the soul. But at the end of the day, I'm making a choice to be here. I can pick and choose those battles. These families cannot. I need to remind everybody at the end of the day, these families don't get a choice. And I've been a part of the problem. 100%. I've said things that I don't regret and I stand on, but I've said things that weren't so kind. Maybe factual, but weren't so kind. None of these families' lives are going to look great because they're being picked apart through a microscope for the purpose of shredding them to play a real life game of Clue. It's not fair. And all these families, mostly 99% of the time, is their loved ones brought home. Or they've suffered a huge tragedy, because it happens in true crime cases, like actual true crime cases too. People start infantilizing, like, that's a whole other situation too. There becomes fan clubs of like the Chris Watts situation. A whole entire community develops out of some of these tragic events. It's the Delphi case. Like entire communities of creators that this is what they do to these families and pick apart. Like, it's sad. It's just truly sad. I don't know. Don't have the answers of how we're going to fix it, but we're going to continue to try and work towards something that does something, whether it's helping raise money for organizations. It's something we can do. And that's all on you guys. You guys showed up and showed out tonight. You guys raised $1,675. Holy shit. You guys raised $1,675 tonight of my $250 goal for the Black and Missing Foundation. $1,675. You guys showed up. You, the people over here, whether you consider yourself an islander or not, you guys did that. I'm freaking blown away right now. After the holidays, that is truly, yeah, I can't thank you enough. That's you guys. That's all you guys. To my mods, thank you once again for all you do. You guys showing up, supporting me, going along these crazy rides, remembering the journey. Sometimes I just like blank out on some of this stuff. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for people pushing back on me and making me think about things at times. I really do appreciate you guys. And even though 2025 is off to a bumpy start, we just turned that page because we did something positive to start off 2025. It's the second day of 2025. And we Islanders have raised $1,675 for the Black and Missing Foundation. Saying that is like, we actually are doing what we said we were going to do. I'm stunned. I'm truly stunned. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. This is all you guys. This is all you guys. I just pushed a button. So, without getting mushy, and again, thank you for spending my birthday with me. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not, but thank you for all the birthday wishes, all of the support. We got another year ahead. I think 42 will probably be just as feisty as 41 was. I don't think there's going to be, I don't feel like I'm going to have an out-of-body change between 41 and 42. Probably be the same bitch I was last year. Unfortunately, you guys are probably stuck with me being the same bitch I was last year. Another year older, probably not any wiser. Truthfully, if I'm being honest. I mean, don't get your hopes up over here, guys. I'm glad to call a lot of you friends too. Seriously. Smiles. I've been thinking of you. Elizabeth, that's so sweet. Thank you guys all. Like, seriously. Seriously, I'm not trying to get mushy, but sometimes it's just nice to tell you guys how much I've been mushy a lot lately, because it really is like some of these moments have just been mind blowing to me. But it just makes me so happy because there's so many people that show up for these conversations, and there's a small group of us that just continues to have them. And we don't have to, you don't have to just give up and say, no, this is just what they deserve. They don't deserve this. They deserve so much better. Thank you, Mercedes girl. Thank you, everybody. Rusty, your birthday is... You think you forgot your birthday, Rusty? You're 20 years older than me, Slim. You guys are so sweet. I've always been an old soul. I have a lot of old soul characteristics, but I still have my very immature side too, for sure. It's what having teenagers and a 22-year-old that trolls you from the freaking closet does to you. Gives you gray hair and makes you still feel young sometimes. Because let me tell you, I can give it back to her as much as she can dish it. Little shit. Just joking. All right, you guys. Once again, that fundraiser, I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to talk to Duchess and get her advice, and anybody else that knows how to do those. Is it better to close them out sooner, like a 3-day one, or should I leave it up for 6 days? Maybe leave it up for 3 days, and then they'll get it sent over to them, and then in 2 weeks do the second one, and just keep doing them like that. And even if we raise, a couple $100 a couple times a month, it's better than nothing. I love it this way because you guys tell me what you think, and I'll watch in the comment section afterwards too to see if you guys have any advice. You like that idea? Then it gives, different times. Everybody has ups and downs too. Like, if you can't donate, don't feel bad at all. It was just Christmas. Please do not feel bad whatsoever. We'll just continue to do them. Every little bit helps. If we can help print some flyers, do something for these families, hey, it's worth it. Mercedes girl, he's still really under the weather, unfortunately. He really is. You don't know much about them? Okay. I'll find out. I know. We need to get Duchess to a 10K too. Please go sub up to Duchess. Please go sub up to all the people. But then Duchess can do fundraisers too. And there's ways that we can join in. A bunch of creators can join in that have 10K, and we can do like a community wide and involve more creators in it too. Absolutely, Liza. Thank you for hanging out with us. They're dropping Duchesses, Chicos. Thank you, Pika. Thank you for joining me tonight, Pika, too. I really appreciate you. You hit some amazing points tonight. Like, truly some amazing points. Like, things truly, oof, some of the shit over there. Arctic Fox, another great channel. All right, y'all. With that, I'm going to get off here. And again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I might pop on tomorrow and see you guys. Who knows? Depending on how Kyle feels, we'll probably just be hanging out. So maybe I'll do a stream with you guys tomorrow and we'll review something. Good night, you all. Thank you again. Thank you, every one of you. Sunday Doodles, every person. Mercedes girl, Crafty girl, AV, Elizabeth, Kay, Callie Dime, Liza, Smiles, Pika, Duchess, Triggered Mocha, Revival, Shelly, Rusty, Captain Ganja, Kimber. Thank you, everyone. LFT for the birthday wishes too, and being here tonight. Okay, Good night, y'all.